Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy summer, basically, I guess. Mm. Welcome to a new Stellaris campaign. Can everybody hear me? Let me just move the mic a little bit far away from it. I was leaning back. Now you should probably hear me. And oh, I'm not lizard at the moment. That's incorrect. We'll roll with non-lizard for a moment. I'll take my meat suit off momentarily and return to lizard soon, I guess. I need to start off by saying a big thank you to Antoine. The reason there's better lighting is thanks to the summertime. The sun is still up. The window there is working. This is natural lighting, which is why I actually look like this. Now, what I do need to do, and EP3O has been teaching me in the ways of the mystic camera arts, what I need to do is I need to go out and get, there's this retractable green screen thing. It's like $150 or something. It's not a massive purchase, but it's a purchase. I need to get one of those, and then I can retract it behind myself. And with that, I also need to get a better camera. I literally went out and bought a crappy webcam some weeks ago. I need a better webcam, need better lighting. At the moment, I've literally set my phone up somewhere around there on a little piece of wood to point light in my direction. So I can get rid of the light. Oh, actually, at the moment, it's too bright. Getting rid of the light doesn't do anything. Nope, doesn't do anything. Right, what are we playing at today? Let's first start by addressing our fantastic super chat. So thank you very much for the support. Antoine has said, if my memory serves right, last campaign you said after being defeated by Satana, next campaign will be Payback. Hence lobbying for the Payback origin. No need to thank me to help you keep your wishes. Well, sweet mother of God. Look, it's the future defender of the galaxy. I am ready to defend any galaxy. There was a forced face reveal from the Stellaris anniversary. Exactly. So from that point onwards, yeah. Why is the lizard wearing a disgusting human flesh disguise? I meant to come in lizard today, but unfortunately I put my disguise on. I didn't notice. We'll start this way. We'll jump back into lizard in a moment, especially when it gets a bit darker. So we're going to start with Origins. I think Payback's definitely on the docket, and it's got like 112% of the vote right now. So I think we're already getting Payback. Hollow says, our Lord has returned to us. Thank you very much. Hollow has also called me handsome. Thank you, Hollow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Horse Attack is with me at work. We're just in the office. All work is done. Oh, fantastic. What are you guys doing for work? Just curious. I mean, you don't have to answer. Keep your secrets if you want to. Keep your secrets. I'm seeing Doomsday being mentioned. I think Doomsday would definitely be fun. I'm going to put that one on the docket. Payback could be cool as well. Let's see. Woodmansea has said, look, it's the defender. It's the future failed defender of the galaxy. No, I'll succeed. You just might not like the galaxy that I'll be living. Payback, but the Sol system, human Payback. Okay. Any other suggestions? Hello, Twitch as well. Welcome. Do you have any suggestions? I don't know. You might do. Let me just reload the Twitch chat. Something's gone wrong there. Perfect. Now I can see things. Rare Popo says, what the hell is that? Is that like some sort of snake emoji thing? I don't even know what I'm seeing. Okay. Excellent. In the spirit of moving to Nomads, Enclave start. What is an Enclave start? That does currently make Payback 122% of the vote, and we haven't put the options up yet. Yes. Fear of the Dark makes it a little interesting. Yeah, we could do Fear of the Dark. I like that one. Reminder for everyone to check your shopping list. I've been forced to order some vinegar for my dinner from Just Eat. Oh my God, that must have been expensive. I recently got a takeaway. I haven't had a takeaway in a while. I got a Domino's. Oh my goodness, it was so good. Yeah. The vote hasn't gone up yet. I'm waiting for options to come in. So currently there's Doomsday, Payback, and Fear of the Dark. Start shouting about which option you'd like, and we'll put it up there once I get 4 options to go on the docket. Have I done Wilderness? No, I'll put Wilderness in then. Fine, we'll have Wilderness. I mean, I think this is a foregone conclusion. I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing Payback. And I don't mind doing the Sol system. That's absolutely A-okay with me, Woodmansea. We'll just have this one be a quick vote. Let's try and get through this relatively quickly so we can get into the game. Right, the voting options are now on your screen. Please click your special buttons, ladies and gentle prawns. For the sake of the robot's child. Oh my god. That took like 6 takes to read through. So, for those of you that don't have children, and there might be a lot of people that don't have children, probably, you know, was like, oh, that's cute, that's a bit whatever. But there's this weird thing when you have kids, certain movies and TV shows become horrific. Like the opening sequence of Harry Potter leaves me screaming at the television set now. Snape, so for those of you who haven't seen Harry Potter, spoilers, I'm going to tell you the first 5 minutes of Harry Potter. The bad guy kills Harry Potter's parents. That is a little sad, so what? Then the spell rebounds, kills Voldemort, and the child is left in the room alone. Snape then comes in, but instead of picking up the screaming child that is literally like, you know, whose parents have just died in front of them, Snape picks up the corpse of the mother and starts holding the corpse while the child is there in the background. And I don't know, I just, like, it's that kind of sequence that really didn't bother me when I was, you know, a single Pringle, but now that I have little lizards, it does bother the crap out of me. Tibia, you could lobby for Wilderness. I want to point out that right now, Payback has 35% of the vote on YouTube, plus 122%. So on YouTube, it's got 157% of the vote. On Twitch, it's got 33%. You'd need to lobby an ungodly amount, Tibia 010011. I would not recommend it. I think we're probably doing Payback, basically. It's been lobbied for by a few people, and it looks like Payback. So, Silent Sonata says, I didn't move to this godforsaken country to eat unvinegared chips. Which country have you moved to, Silent? Wait, the UK, right? I did Fear of the Dark. It was a lot of fun, says Hollow. I even got Sol X, Sol 10. That's fun. That's fun. A planet full of snakes. That's a great build. Oh my goodness. You just want to go full Rick and Morty, eh? Payback from Earth. Yeah, I think we're going to end up doing Payback from Earth. That's what it's looking like. If we're going to be doing that, Payback is this origin here. So we lose 1,000 pops. We start with kind of battle aftermath going on and whatnot, things in the galaxy. If we're going to do that, I want the OG humans, not these weird new ones. I want the OG humans for that. That's definitely that's definitely where we should go. Vinegar of the superior non-brewed or the superior non-brewed condiment. You mean lemon juice? So my understanding of the vinegar thing is that fish was often eaten with lemon, but lemon was hard to get your hands on, right? So that then meant that malt vinegar could be a supplement or replacement, and it was very easy to make, very cheap, and so fish and chips could be made relatively cheaply, and people couldn't afford lemons, so vinegar was used, and now it's just become a staple thing that people enjoy. Whereas originally it was an economic imperative. That's my understanding. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Not going to say that's the gospel. So Payback and Fear of the Dark equal on Twitch. On YouTube, Payback won with a 33%. So Payback won the popular vote already. And when you add in the lobbying, it won by a landslide. Payback got a total of 122, 155, 185, 191% of the vote. I guess we're doing Payback. Malt vinegar on freedom fries. Exactly. Okay, now we're doing Payback. I'm vetoing any species choices. We're doing Sol. Starting system Sol. Actually, I've got an idea. Ladies and gentlemen. I've got an idea. Oh, before I get into that idea, I want to remind people that are members, YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, if you're on the Discord, please go to Empire Submissions and submit some empires so that they can be included in these live streams and in my campaign videos and all of that kind of fun stuff. Like, if you make empires and submit them, we'll put them in and you can see your empires in these games. Please do it. You just have to go to the Discord if you're a member or a supporter, basically, I'm pretty sure it's available to anyone that's researcher tier or higher. Cool. So anyone that is a Twitch subscriber, because you're all researchers, a YouTube researcher, which is a gifted membership, or if you're a researcher from Patreon, because we've got a few of those lovely people as well, then please go and submit some empires so we can include them, we can see them. So I'm going to change to UNE, and then I'm going to change the origin. I'm going to change the origin, because that will force spawn in the Commonwealth of Man, right? So we're going to go to this. We're going to change Prosperous Unification to Payback. Change the species portrait to that one. This, ignore the government and the ethics and stuff. Ignore all of that crap. Yeah, we're not. That's completely irrelevant. That's not what we're doing right now. But this force spawns in the Commonwealth of Man. I think that'll be fun to have the Commonwealth of Man in here. Okay. People wanted you to get payback against Satana. Now I'm just getting payback against everybody. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, okay. We are playing humans. We're playing in the Sol system. Where is it? Yep, Sol, Earth. City room is going to be the humanoid. Right, so now let's look at government and ethics. Start shouting about the ethics you'd like to see. I want to put, you know, we'll poll it. We'll do 3 polls. Each ethic, one at a time, and then in the third poll we'll allow fanatic ethics of the 2 ethics we've already chosen. So don't tell me your government types. I want to see ethics. So I'm seeing militarist. I'm seeing xenophobe, which makes sense given the payback thing. We are playing humans, it seems. I'm seeing authoritarian because Montu. What do you mean because Montu? I am and will always be a lover of democracy. Militarist xenophobes. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm also seeing egalitarian. Okay. First ethic, ladies and gentlemen. First ethic. Let me just copy this over to Twitch, so that Twitch can have a vote as well. I'm pretty hyped. Also, on a side note, I'm pretty hyped. Today's dev diary so far was the one I thought I'd be most interested in Forever Cruise, right? That's what I thought I'd be most interested in. But it turns out what I'm actually most interested in is not Forever Cruise. It is instead, oh, these stupid broken headphones. By the way, my headphones are broken. That's why it looks funny. This bit's broken. There's gaffer tape. Not sure you can see that. There's some gaffer tape on here. Am I holding my hand right here? You see the gaffer tape just there? I think it might be getting rid of it because of the darkness. Well, you know, this side's broken. That's why they stick out. Thank goodness that they're kind of getting edited away a little bit, but it looks so atrocious. I need new headphones anyway. That's so no one complains about me wearing headphones like an absolute pleb. The solution I have, the solution I use when I'm recording by myself, right, is I take a buff. And this used to work in the winter. It works moderately less well now. I take a buff, which is basically a tube, like this, and then I place the buff over my head, and it goes over the headphones, and it just holds everything together. And I look like I am trying to save my hair in some way. And yes, I am worried about a receding hairline. There's no need to take screenshots and look. I'm sure it's fine. It definitely has never receded at all. It's perfect. It's a perfect hairline. It's fine. But I think it looks stupid, so we're not going to do that because it looks totally naff, and I don't want to look like a complete pleb live on stream. And for God's sake, I will do that as soon as the lizard comes on. The buff comes back out again. So there's that. Right, the poll is up. Start voting. Currently, Militarist is winning on YouTube with 41% of the vote. On Twitch, it's winning with 71%. Oh, God. We're fighters, are we? Beautiful. Can I explain Pops versus Jobs mechanics? Triton, I will do that when we get into some gameplay. Remind me again in, like, I don't know, maybe an hour. David Woodmansey has just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, David. That does mean we've got a bunch of new members. Never take me alive, gift sub, shouts Rune Knight. Exactly. And you didn't even get one yourself, David. That's unfortunate. That's unreasonable. Right. Let's just update a goal, though, because we did just hit a goal. Is it that button? Yes, it is. Complete. And that means we have a new goal. A strong goal. A goal worthy of our skills. Need to bring that a little closer. Might take a little bit away from my shoulder, but, you know, I don't even need that shoulder. That shoulder's fine. Boom. Let's make the goals embiggened. Let's embiggen the goals and embiggen them some more. My human VTuber model looks very lifelike. It's actually a paid actor that's really good at lip syncing when I move. Sometimes it doesn't work so well. And, you know, other times it just doesn't make it. But mostly it's pretty good. To be honest, I think it's really good, actually. But I can't do the teeth talking thing. Really need to connect Patreon, Discord, YouTube. Yes. I wish there was a way that we could take Patreon supporters and give them the same rights they have on YouTube and do the same with Twitch. Basically, I wish that was possible. But it's not. I have 4 eyes in real life too. Yes, I do. And wait, now I can see nothing. Who's even voting? Are you voting? You better not be voting. I mean, you better be voting, actually. What's the vote at? 44%? I'm blind as a bat these days. Minus 4.5 in this eye. Minus 4.5 in this eye. Minus 2.75 in that eye with a 0.1 point. So there's eyes. I've got eyes. I don't know. I'd have to speak to my optometrist. Not that I have an optometrist, but you know what I'm saying. Right, Militarist is one on Twitch and YouTube. We're going for Militarist, ladies and gentlemen. Now, give me your next ethic. Don't tell me Fanatic, Militarist. We'll vote on that when we get to our third ethical choice. We'll have Fanatic, Militarist, Fanatic, whatever we pick next, and 2 others. So, I want to see Spiritualist, Authoritarian, Xenophile, Pacifist, Materialist, Egalitarian, or Xenophobe. Woman, see, I just said don't tell me Fanatic, Militarist yet. God damn it. You were too quick on the draw there, friend. I'm seeing Xenophobe again. I'm seeing Materialist. Oh, let's not punch everything. I'm seeing Authoritarian. I am seeing Egalitarian as well. You can drink your fancy ales, you can drink them by the flagon, but the only brew for the brave and true comes from the Green Dragon. Way! Okay, second civic is up. Oh, there's a hype train going right now on Twitch. Why is there a hype train? Lord Darius subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much, Lord Darius. Maybe we should have picked Gestalt just to confuse the hell out of the Commonwealth. That would have... Oh, God. We need a strong leader to lead us to victory, shouts Woodmansey. You know, we could have democracy. We could actually have a democratic run where we vote on things and we try and stay good and true and correct. Did Montu get surgery? No, I'm just wearing one of those fantastic lizard meat suits. They're relatively expensive, but yeah. Right, I'm going to open another beverage. Can't show you the beverage just yet because... currently Danish domiciled, but it's amber and delicious, and I got 10 of them for a fantastic price. It was basically like $1 a pint. Who can say no to $1 a pint? My liver certainly couldn't. On these warm summer days, oh my goodness me. Woodmansey. So Egalitarian is winning on YouTube with 44% of the vote. Authoritarian just got a 20% boost with Woodmansey, so it's now up to 37%. It is still all to play for. On Twitch, though, Materialist is winning with 38%. Authoritarian coming second with... No, now Authoritarian's coming first with 44%. Egalitarian coming second with 30%. Okay, go and vote. If you've not voted on Twitch yet, YouTube, go and vote on Twitch. Damn it, did you see it? I shouldn't have... You're not meant to see that. You weren't meant to see that. I'm not meant to... That was not an endorsement for any company, brand, or product. It wasn't an endorsement. Oh, sugar. You've banned that word. Okay, everyone, there is a plebiscite. Please exercise your democratic rights in the plebiscite. I can get around that word ban. I can do it, Valmer. I see you. Is he cosplaying as human for this campaign? Yes, we are humans, and I am a human. Hello, fellow humans. I'm a human like you, friend. Doubling down on Authoritarian. Well, it's winning on Twitch now with 53%. And now it's winning on YouTube with 60%. Okay, so what I'm hearing here is the people required strong and decisive leadership to take us forward. We have suspended civil liberties until such a time as we have a safe and secure societies and civil liberties can be given back to the people. Remember, a country that loses a little liberty to gain a little security will do really well. That's the quote, and I'm sticking to it. There was definitely no misquoting happening there. No one could have possibly said anything else. Shut up. I think I said the V word, Valma, so I'm going to take a drink there. Highly suspicious human. No, I am a human like you. Just going to grab something from under the table quickly. 1 second, I'm just going to grab something. Yes, I'm a human like you. Oh, wait. Sorry, my mask slipped. 1 sec. No. Yes, no, I'm fine. We're fine. Pay no attention. Pay no attention. It's entirely working. It's entirely working. Good, says Valma. Had to follow just to be able to say this sounds like it's going to be the route for Super Earth, for managed democracy. Ming the Merciless. Yes, the leader name is now Ming the Merciless. You've got it. Yes, we can rename anything, so we are now Ming the Merciless. Let me put that in. So winning the popular vote on Twitch with 42% and coming second in the popular vote, but thanks to lobbying, winning on YouTube, Authoritarian with 63%. Ming the Merciless should probably be a dude. I love this bald head Ming the Merciless. That's amazing. We are now Authoritarian Militarist. It has happened. You can't take away what we never had. Down with civil liberties. An Authoritarian, in case you were confused. Oh, even more Woodmansey. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why is Montu in a flesh suit? Sounds slippery, John. Well, we're doing a human playthrough, so I thought it was good to role play as humans, so you could really, get in the spirit of this whole human adventure. Ruler title is totally not a lizard man. Okay. I don't know if it'll fit, but I'll try it. Yes, it fits. It fits. This should be Lizard Woman. There you are. Totally not a lizard woman. Can we get a big beard with that shaved head? No. He looks so different. My God, I thought he was so... That hairstyle, this looks like a really white Westerner. Then here, I thought this guy was... I thought he was Asian ethnically then. Huh. That's Asian. I don't know what ethnicity that's meant to be. Is that just like a darker skinned white guy? Okay. That's also looks white, kind of more Germanic than this fella though. And then what have we got? And that guy's clearly black. Okay, so what the hell is that? Middle Eastern maybe, or like Mediterranean? I don't know. Whatever. Right, let's go with this fella. Oh no, Ming the Merciless should be Asian. I mean, he has to be. He's Ming the Merciless. Arc Nexus is quietly shouting, I want to be Supreme Ruler. We don't need a Supreme Ruler. We're doing fine. Right, so I'm seeing Materialist now. Next vote up, ladies and gentlemen. What do you want to do next? I will also be adding... I need two to add here, because obviously we've got Fanatic, Authoritarian, Fanatic, Militarist, and then... I'm seeing Materialist, Max von Sydow Asian. Who knew? Okay, fair. Do you think this is the last season of Stellaris? Probably not. I don't think Stellaris 2 is coming next year. Honestly, I kind of hope it's not, because there'll be at least a year of why isn't the game finished yet before... I don't think we... Sorry, I will refund you on that. Can I refund a super chat? No, I can't refund a super chat, but I will give you 2 free lobbying points, Shetland Apache, because I don't think we can take eager explorers. Yeah, because we are payback, we can't do eager explorers. Yeah, we can't be payback, and we are payback origin, so can't do that. I'm seeing Materialist. I'm not seeing anything else. I am seeing... We can't be egalitarian. I am seeing Xenophile. No, Shetland, I can't... I will let you have 2 points of lobbying. When we get to the next vote, or any future vote, you can have 2 points of lobbying. I'll put it up, actually. Let's put that up there. We need lobby points. We're going to reset the lobby points. Reset the lobby points. And reveal. There has been a great disturbance in the reset, right? Materialist, and I'm also seeing Spiritualist. Okay. Big kid in the lobby today, eh? Yeah. Shetland, you've got all the lobby points right now, friend. Just seeding spite lobby. Woodmansea. Woodmansea. You can really, as DJ says, you can really go off people. Ming the God King. We can't make him God King because somebody's already named the title. So the title is going to be totally not a lizard man, Ming the Merciless. Oh, I put the poll up. Sorry, I didn't put the poll up on YouTube. Hello, Imperil the First. I'm here to serve, right? We'll put some... Who are you serving, though? I think you serve only yourself. Your greed and your lust for power. Name the ship's God King. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Which name list should we do? I'm kind of feeling Senatus Populus Cedomanus. I'm kind of feeling we go back to the Roman period, but I could also be persuaded for you any old Commonwealth of Man. Authoritarian militarist spiritualist, a result of their trauma, lol. Currently, Fanatic Militarist is winning on YouTube, but Materialist in second place, Spiritualist close behind, but it's very close. There's only 8 points between the first place. On Twitch, Spiritualist is winning with 47% of the vote. SPQR. Senatus Populus Cedomanus. Ave Roma. Roman Great Ming. This just sounds like Endgame Europa Universalis. I mean, you're not wrong, Mind Samar. You're not bloody wrong, are you? I'm seeing a lot of shouts for SPQR. We'll put up like a 1-minute poll in a moment, just after we've done this, right? So another minute left. Let's see if any lobbying comes in for anything. Shetland, did you want to spend your lobby points right now? It's not really enough to win a lobby. Poll for bioships. We will run a poll on bioships. That's fair. Bioships are hands down the best ships at the moment, like without a shadow of a doubt. My testing has shown, lordy lord, but no, my testing and of the testing of others, I love. So when I first started doing ship testing back in 2022, I want to say, I was the only person really doing it, and it was a lot of hard work. It still is a lot of hard work. God, yeah, it's a lot of hard work, especially to get like rigorous results. You have to do multiple run-throughs. You can't just be like, I've done 2, it's perfect, because statistical error could exist. You know, there are outliers. It is only pseudo-random. It's not proper random, but still. Human bioships, how does that work? I don't even know. Materialist has just edged ahead on YouTube to currently have 40% of the vote. The poll is still open. Materialist is winning on YouTube with 40%. On Twitch, Spiritualist is winning with 48%, but it's still all to play for. If we get a few more votes on Twitch and maybe a few more votes on YouTube, we could see Spiritualist. What's the backstory for us having bioships? I would say that these bioships are a result of Minimar Specialized Industries, and whatever ships we've got are ships that we turned on the enemy. We took the enemy ships, somewhat like... Oh, wait, that's why my headphones just turned off. Damn it, you probably can't hear anything. Or maybe you still... we turned on the enemy and we did stuff. We took their ships. Rex Deus, if we're going for SPQR. Right, let's end the poll there. On Twitch, Spiritualist won with 44% of the vote. On YouTube, Materialist won with 42% of the vote. But on Twitch, Materialist had 20%. On YouTube, Spiritualist had 22%. Which means overall Spiritualist does just edge in to win. So we are playing Authoritarian, Spiritualist, Militarist. Why has the volume just gone up so much? Does anyone else find the volume's just gone up massively? Or is that just me? Like, holy crap. We'll do ethics in civics in a moment. I'm going to do nameless quickly. Donation for the new headphones fund. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why my headphones died. I brought them back in and the music just exploded. One sec. I'm just gonna make a fake one, save it. And then I can change the music. Just give me 2 seconds. Right, cool. We've done that. Let's fix this music issue. What? I didn't move. Why was it so much louder? That's so odd. Oh well. It's still a bit loud, actually. Let's go down a bit more. 100% hyperlanes, Darth Fat Squatch. You crazy son of a gun. Oh, no. Right, let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of that. Let me go. I'll do this to get rid of it. Okay, so I'm going to leave humans as is. It's fine with me. Nameless, that's what we're going to vote on. Anyone got a nameless suggestion? I'll put the British one in there. Are we crowdsourcing? Well, we're currently nothing, but we'll vote on civics in a moment. Good God, it's hot. PCs put out so much heat. I've currently got the window half closed. Give me a second. Well, there we go. I do exist in a real room. I'm a real boy. Right. The window's now doubly open. Okay. British one. Yeah. It's 27 here. Yeah, but do you have, like, more humidity than wet fish? And also, Cyberpunk. All right. Yeah, let's put that one in too. There's going to be a really quick fire poll. Just a quick 1 minute one to get through. Because I want to start playing soon. There's a slight bonus to SPQR, I think. I think somebody lobbied for SPQR. It's just me, or is the music now entirely stopped? What even is this? You have the ocean in front of me. But that could make it relatively dry. Have you ever experienced British humidity? Hmm? None can survive it. Why is the music gone? It was so loud and now it's just quiet as crap. Oh, it's in the background really quietly. There's just been that one loud track, I guess. Panamanian humidity. No, I wouldn't like to do that. That may sound worse. Can't say I have. I live in France. Well, you and your lovely continental weather. Alright, SPQR is one on Twitch and on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, the names are Romanesque now. Okay, so let's go with... First, let's go with civics. So I'm going to show you the civics. And you start shouting about which the first civic should be. It could be any of these. Warrior culture, lots of knowledge, superstitious beliefs, storm devotion, slaver guilds, selective kinship, secret societies, scavengers. Reanimators, police state, pleasure seekers, planetscapers, natural design, nationalistic zeal, mutagenic spars, mining guilds, merchant guilds, memorialists, masterful crafters, hyperspace specialty, heroic past, genetic identification, genesis guides, galactic curators, functional architecture, fire cult, experimental sentencing, environmentalist, entropy drinkers, efficient bureaucracy, distinguished admiralty, diplomatic corps, dimensional worship, death cult, dark consortium, cutthroat politics, crusader spirit, crowdsourcing, Corvée system, civil education, chosen, catalytic processing, Byzantine bureaucracy, beastmasters, barbaric despoilers, astrometeorology, ascensionists, and anglers. Can it be anglers? No, can't be anglers. We don't have aquatic. We can sponsor some computer equipment. We will send a DM. You can sponsor some computer equipment. You'll send a DM. I await your DM with much interest. What computer equipment are you talking about? What the devil? Sorry, could you repeat that? Get bent, Ghosty Fish. I'm seeing... Is oppressive autocracy is not available because we're not fanatic authoritarian. Superstitious beliefs is already up there. What else am I seeing? Have I seen Death Cult a few times? No, but I'm seeing crowdsourcing. Slaver Guilds is incompatible. Slaver Guilds is incompatible. We can't pick that one. Yes, good to know. You can use your lobby box on crowdsourcing. I'll put it in. Distinguished Admiralty. And I'm also seeing Death Cult. Okie dokie. Let's have ourselves a little poll, gentlemen and ladies. Are there any ladies watching? Or is this just a big sausage party? Simply curious. Don't feel the need to out yourselves. For the love of God, don't feel the need to out yourselves. But generally, I mean, I know the numbers on the channel. I think we're like 97% blokes. Something like that. Meow, I finally managed to get my chat box back. It vanished somehow. Welcome back, Dr. Nagy. Where did your chat box go? That's weird. Hey, man, I used to live... Where did you used to live? I used to live in Florida. The humidity there is horrible, not to mention average temps in the 90s this time of year. You do get aircon. So, you know, that's a big plus in my book. About 4 years ago, the weather was so bad in Europe that I bought a portable aircon unit for like $250. And everyone laughed at me. And I couldn't use it for 3 years because it wasn't hot enough. But this year, I rolled it out and nobody's bloody laughing anymore. Well, some people are laughing because the setup... I'll show you the setup. Just give me a second. Like, let me find the photo. Let me find the photo. I had to put a bed sheet and I gaffer taped it to a window for the exhaust port so that it wouldn't bring hot air immediately back in. Where's it gone? Hold on. We'll check the poll in a moment. Don't worry. Right. So this was my solution to the climate crisis. And by God, it's a good one. It's going to be too big. I'll have to... Whoa, my God, it's too big. Wait. Look. Look, we've solved global warming. You see? You see? It's solved. With a giant sheet. Right this way. Giant sheet. Ta-da. and yeah, that was a smart move right there. Love what you've done with the place. Jank aircon setups. Woo! And it did take the temperature down from like the 30 degrees it was down to about 20, 21. So it did mostly work. All right. How are we doing? Superstitious Beliefs has won on Twitch with 50% of the vote. On YouTube, Distinguished Admiralty, let me just check this, came first with 31. Superstitious had 30, which means thanks to the Twitch vote, Superstitious Beliefs has won overall. Ladies and gentlemen, it was the portents that saved us, didn't you know? The portents done be savings us. Yerp. Yerp. Right, give me the next civic, ladies and gentlemen. Start hitting me with another civic. There's all of these civics to choose from, and about 2 to 3 minutes left to choose them in. Hyperlane Specialty, can we pick that? Hyperspace Specialty, we can pick that, yes. Tell us what you want and we'll send it right away. I haven't had a message. What? Tell us what you want in what way. I am seeing hyperspace specialty quite a bit. We can't do... Can we do Imperial Cult? We could. We could do Imperial Cult. That does work. You need an AC. I have an AC. Look, is right there. You see that unit about there-ish, kind of that location. Look that way. If you look that way, you'll see the AC unit, and it just worked perfectly. Okay, it worked. All right, let's get rid of that anyway. I'm also seeing. No, I have an AC. I have an AC. That's the AC, and it worked. It's fine. It's better than most ACs in the country I'm in, which is to say that most people don't have any. Heroic past. Okay. Byzantine bureaucracy. Okay. Some of these will lock us into Imperial Authority. So if we pick Imperial Cult, it will lock us into an Imperial Authority, just so you're all aware. Totally not a lizard, Ming the Mirthless, our great leader, will be the great leader for his entire life. I have one too, it's a bit bigger though. Hey, that's pretty big. It's about 1 meter high. It just looks small. It's not the size, it's how you use it anyway. Choose the worst civic you can. We want to see you struggle. Zeke Krill, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Okay? I'm watching you. That's what they said about Dyson swarms. Exactly. As long as it's covered by clothes when you show it on the internet. I mean, yeah. Oh my god, I'm turning into a sweat monster. I'm turning into a swamp beast. Get out of my swamp. No guessed out consciousness without psionic ascension. What? What? Portable aircon machines are flawed. They should have an intake and exhaust for the hot side, not just an exhaust. That way it's not pulling in air from outside. Yes, that's entirely true, Ice Smithy Boy. They are flawed. True. But it's better than no aircon, and it does generally work better than no aircon. Like, I'm in a room right now with no aircon and a PC that is blasting. And the door's closed, and there's soundproofing, and there's one small window that's about a quarter open, because I don't want to be too loud and upset all of the neighbors. Because, you know, I can see neighbors if I were to look a bit hard. And they'd probably look back at me, and it'd be like, hello, hello, what are you doing? Why are you so loud so late at night in Europe? Yeah. Let's see how the vote's going. We're currently getting Imperial Cult. What? Okay. That would give us plus 100 Edict Fund and more Spirit Mediums and more resources from bureaucrats. Okay. Okay. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll have to see how it pays off. Which country am I from? So born Australia. Grew up in the UK, then moved to Denmark. Something like that. I don't even know how to send message on YouTube. You can't. Send it on Discord, Hollow. Are you on the Discord? Are you a member of the Discordery? I don't even know how to see. Yeah, okay. Right, so Imperial Cult. Oh my god, it's Imperial Cult winning by a landslide. A total combined vote of over 110% between Twitch and YouTube. That's big numbers. That's a majority. You want to check out the EcoFlow Wave that is both intake and exhaust, plus it can run on internal battery. That sounds expensive, Ice Smithy Boy. And yes, I bought this one, and yes, how good is your Dansk? Jeg taler lidt dansk. Kan vi snakke dansk? It's £1,300. Yeah, no, I'll just boil. I'll boil. No, I'm good. That's like a month's rent, ish, bit less than a month's rent. I'm good. 600. That's half a month's rent. And then let's not forget about the cost of food and energy. Good God, the cost of energy these days. So the UK has basically the most expensive energy market in the planet at the moment, and I regularly pay. So we run a wood burner in the winter. We have a wood fireplace, which is nice, and it's cheaper than paying for gas to run the boiler. And combined cost for, you know, because I'm running my PC a lot from home, and washing machine, dryer, dishwasher, around $300 a month for electricity and gas to run the cooker, not to heat the home. If we include home heating, we're probably hitting 400 or so. And it's cheaper than if I were to use the gas to heat the whole home. That would be even more. Sweet mother of God. A month's rent for years of comfort. No, because it's only comfort a few days a year. Run the washer, dryer, and dishes at night. Yeah, you already do that. It doesn't... UK is 5th on the list. Is it really? Let's take a look. I know it's the most expensive in Europe. Sorry, I'm getting my facts slightly wrong. The UK has the world's highest industrial electricity cost due to an over-reliance on natural gas for baseline power generation. But, okay. $8 a gallon. What the hell is $8 a gallon? $8 a gallon is cheaper. If you're talking about fuel, $8 a gallon is currently cheaper than the price in the UK. I think. Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure it is. That's about £1.50. Yeah, you're actually saving about 3 pence per litre in the UK. DJ writes, oh, we finished the vote. And we got Imperial Cult, didn't we? Right, so we're an empire. Sorry, we got into this weird natural gas discussion. Imperial Cult, wherefore art thou, and why hast thou forsaken me? See? Am I just, like, blind? GH. Oh, I've missed it, like, 3 times. We are now a divine empire. Imperial cult, superstitious beliefs, and imperial. I passed it 3 times. Yeah, I'm stupid. Petrol or diesel? So, diesel is weirdly... The UK is pretty much the only country in the world. Diesel is even more expensive than petrol in the UK. Don't ask me why, but it is. Everywhere else in the world, it's cheaper, but... For some reason, it's more expensive in the UK. I assume it's... tax? So. Diesel is about $9, $9.50 a gallon at the moment on average in the UK. But if you go to a motorway and you fill up, you're looking at something like $10 a gallon for diesel in the UK. It's about £2 a litre at the moment on the motorway. Because of green nonsense? Hold on, whoa. You're trying to tell me that green nonsense is why these things are more expensive. Let's apply some critical thinking to this one and try and work out the price stuff. Because, you know, yes, there are taxes, absolutely. There are taxes. There are some green taxes, absolutely. But all right, let's look at a petrol price. Petrol price breakdown. UK. Let's take a look at the petrol price breakdown. So, about half of it is tax. True. But that still leaves it at, if you take out all the tax, $4. And then you're not even including sales tax on that. So, yeah, I mean, the main issue is that there's not enough. And you don't produce any because you shut down the North Sea. No, they didn't shut it down. The problem is they sell that oil abroad because you have to sell that globally at the rates. Well, you don't have to. It's all privately owned, and the companies are private companies. They want to make the most money they can, so they just sell it on the global market at the global price. You know, it doesn't matter how much oil you're making domestically. If the price globally is more, they'll sell it abroad for more because companies are built to make money. I mean, for God's sake, won't you think of the shareholders? Won't anybody think of the shareholders? Honestly. Well, how did I sidetrack, DJ? No, the main issue with energy prices in the UK is that... let's just check we've got everything done here. We need a name. We need a name. We need a name. And the main problem with energy price in the UK is that the price of energy is pegged to whatever is the most expensive to produce per watt, and that happens to be gas. So when we have the Ukraine war started, when the issue with Iran started, it's not a war, it's a military operation, as we've heard, combat thing. When the war started, basically the pegging empire, no, Garunix, we're not the pegging empire. Petro cult. Forlorn empire, no. Ming's magical menagerie is what I'm currently thinking. That's probably spelled incorrectly. How do you spell menagerie? Oh, that is spelled correctly. Far out, I can bloody spell. Shit. Oh, I mean, poop. 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 Scientological theory cult. Are we really superstitious? Is that Scientology? This is Scientology, isn't it? Yeah. You know what? We can't call it Scientology because I'll probably get some nasty attacks from the Church of Scientology. Ah, screw them. Damn those hippies. It was only through Scientology that our world was saved, ladies and gentlemen. When the great lizard, who's totally not a lizard, came back and saved us. Theory is misspelled. It's that... No? What? That just looks wrong right now. I'm having a brain moment. Give me a second, chat. Sorry. Is that spelled right? Holy crap, it is. I'm just having a brain fart. I apologize. Anyway, price of energy in the UK is based on whatever's most expensive. So when gas prices go up, price of energy goes up massively, which hurts people. It's not based on... we are cost. Yes, we are cost. Entirely, we are. And the adjective is the church. Instead of theory, used fact. So, Rune Knight, theory generally is fact. That's how it worked. Or works. What is the Church of Scientology's flag? Just want to know what their flag or symbol is. Okay, so it looks like it's a bit of a cross type thing. It's actually kind of that, but without the planet around it. We'll add the planet in. It is exactly that. Sugar. That's the church. The middle bit is exactly the flag of the Church of Scientological stuff. Okay, and it's white on a black background. So it's black on a white background even. Can't really do that. That's wrong. We'll do that. That's the Scientological flag. Don't know what to tell you. Oh, actually, no. I've just seen a yellow flag. Wait, I've just seen a yellow flag. Wait a moment. There we are. We're white on yellow now, baby. All right. Are we doing bioships? Let's clone Tom Cruise when we get clone vats. That's a terrifying idea. I'll leave this one up for just a minute or two as well. I do actually want to start in a moment. Imagine fortune tellers and imperial cult. That's literally what we are. We are fortune tellers with imperial cult. Oh no, I thought you said imagine. You said imperial fortune tellers plus imperial cult. Yeah, that's reasonable. Are Cosmo bioships better than Cosmo mechanical ships? The issue is they don't really get special ships in the same way. I'm going to say technically no, but the ships, the Cosmo bioships are just really good, so I think they might still be better. 1,000 Cosmo ships overwrite bioships. Yeah, they do, basically. Yeah. Yeah, we will put the 100% high plane poll up, don't worry. So are you the Imperium of Man following the God Emperor? No, no, no. We follow, and Ming the Merciless should be charismatic. No, 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 no. He has a logistics understanding. Yeah, yeah. But this is our leader. Totally not a lizard man. Ming the Merciless. We could rename them cruise vats if we do. Please don't. Please don't. Gonna put that down for a moment. If we could not do that, though, that would be A-okay with me, baby. What origin are we playing? Let's get to the final screen, actually. Saint. Huh. This is currently what we're on. Earth, human, divine empire, superstitious belief, imperial cult, payback, authoritarian militarist, spiritualist. That's where we're currently at. And mechanical ships won on YouTube. No, they didn't. Because there was a little bit of a bonus to bioships somebody lobbied. On Twitch, bioships won with 63%, which means, ladies and gentlemen, it's bioship time. I hate the Spinivores. They are disgusting and repulsive. I love the Shellcraft. They are cool and cute. I mean, who doesn't love this, you know? Look, it's like, oh, snip, 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 snip. Scientology, but no Megacorp. No. You see, things like money, we left that behind a long time ago. Iwatu, the great leader. Is that it? Is that Church Society? Who do they believe in? Silent Sonata, you want to put a poll up whether it's Spinivore or not. Ah, god damn it. They don't believe in Uatu. Oh, that's the Watcher from Marvel Comics. Lol. Who do they believe in? Satan. Okay. Okay. Cool, Satan. Nice. They believe in exploiting people, I think. No, they'd never do that. Those monstrous individuals. I love the speed running at the moment of Scientology cult buildings. I thought that was amazing. Right, let's go back to the ship set. Are we doing Shellcraft or Spinovore? Just a really quick 1 minute poll on this one. Let's get a move on, people. They basically believe in eternal humans. Right, yeah, because there's so much evidence that we live forever. Perfect. I think our race is wrong. What's wrong with that? What do you mean our race is wrong? Huh? We're the right phenotype. Ming the Merciless is Asian looking. He's Asian, isn't he? We do now have a... No, I'm wearing a meat suit. TDP Jan. Don't worry. They believe mortal beings are prison cells for ancient alien souls. Sure. That sounds so Can we just have like an uncomplicated religion? Like, if the religious text was like 2 pages long, you know, napkin maths kind of crap, I might actually be fine with it. But if it's going to be like, I have to jump through hoops to work out like this immortal human soul that lives in this. It's actually an alien immortal soul that lives in a human body that just yearns for us. Crikey, it's like, couldn't it be easy? I mean, like, for God's sake, at least the atheists, right? At least atheism is like, what is there? Nothing. What does that mean? Nothing. Move on. That's it. 1 page. I can get by it. Also, agnostics. Is there anything? I don't know. Can't make up my mind. Could be stuff. Don't know. Cool. It fits on a page. You get like Christianity. It's, oh yeah, so there was this God created the world. Then they sent these tablets down. Oh no, there's just so much plot. Why does there need to be so much plot? Why? You know? We already know how old the Earth is. It's demonstrable. We know a bunch of other stuff. I want a modern religion that's just like a page and is religious. Like, cool. I don't mind if there's a God, sure, but can I just get like a 1-page dossier here? Jesus had a lot of plot armor. Yeah. Our religion is the worst. Feel free to have your own. That just ended on Twitch, but I didn't see who won. Plus, and there was, I think, 10% added. No. 8% added to Spinivore on YouTube. Shellcraft still won with 60%. Spinivore won with 55% on Twitch, though. So 60 versus 48 and 55 versus 45. Difference is 10. Difference is 12. That does mean Shellcraft wins overall, ladies and gentlemen, by 2% of the vote. If you didn't vote, you should kick yourself right now. Shellcraft won by 2% of the vote. All right, I think we're done. This is the people, all right? I feel like a short religion is a fairy tale. Yeah, but fairy tales are only short stories, you know? Great rant, shouts Miss Collie. I'm not ranting. I'm being perfectly reasonable. I'd accept Mr. Krabs. Hell, I'd accept, you know, Mr. Krabs lives in the ocean but is in charge of everything. Why not? Tsunamis do things. The rain comes from the ocean. I get it. You could fit that in 1 page. A Mr. Krabs religion. You left for 5 minutes and they voted abomination ships. Well, there we are. Right, here's the people. So, we are the church. So, in the beginning, there was Earth. And it was basically our modern Earth, right? And then the aliens came. And the aliens promised us peace. Let's read Payback. They promised us peace, enlightened us, but then they gave us these nasty contracts. And you know who said no? The Church of Scientological Theory said absolutely bloody not. We do not believe that we should pay taxes to these foreign aliens when we ourselves are already aliens. We are alien souls housed in these pesky bodies, and we shouldn't have to pay a tax when we ourselves are aliens. And so they rose up against the other aliens who had their souls not in the human bodies, but in these other bodies. Crap, we're really getting into... This is turning into a religious... It's getting too long, isn't it? I need a 1 page. Anyway, so... We then rose up and, led by Ming the Merciless, totally not a lizard, Church of Scientological Theory. Yes, it's perfectly fine. It's cost. A lot of cost here. Led by Ming the Merciless, we rose up. Ming, by the way, was really good at logistics. If you don't know, logistics win wars, okay? So Ming the Merciless rose up, and with his human allies, they rose up at exactly the right time when the stars were in alignment. You know, Venus was in retrograde. Mercury was ascending. Jupiter was subliminally messaging, maybe. And they overthrew the aliens. And thus, we now all know that Ming the Merciless is a god. He is a divine being. Within him lives the holy... Let me just... What's the... Thethan. Within him is the holy Thetan. He is the reincarnation of the great Lieutenant? Yes, Lieutenant Ronald Hubbard. I've changed some names for thematic purposes. Anyone that appears in this is, you know... What about my anus? My anus is fine. Don't worry about it, ghosty fish. Any correlation to real life is purely coincidental. Yes, exactly. Woodman says yes. The Church of Scientological Theory bears no resemblance to any persons living or dead. Right, we're now going to have a quick poll for 100% hyperlane density. What are the options? Where the bloody hell's hyperlanes? What? Isn't it with wormhole pairs? They put it on the main page now? Oh, there it is. Right. So we go to max. I'll give us max, lowest, normal, or double. And while we vote on this one, I both need another drink, and maybe on pint number 3, it's not my fault, but I also need to run to the little lizard's room. Is he also the CEO of Temu? Yes, the holy Temu sponsored the Church of Scientological Theory and gave us both divine purpose and freedom. The freedom to be free, to be enslaved to the Church of Scientological Theory. It makes perfect sense. Once you die, you get to be properly free in the end. Okay? A step below max, because max is too much. No, that wasn't the question. The poll was max, ladies and gentlemen. Maximum hyperlane density. Maximum. Free of money. You will be free of money. Yes, yes. Only when you subscribe to the highest tier of the Imperial cult will Ming the Merciless tell you what's what about what, you know? Right, I'll BRB, folks. I'll leave the lizard on for a moment. Right, I've got the drink, but I haven't been to the toilet yet. Gosh darn it. Lowest one on Twitch, we had a bunch of gifted memberships. I will close the poll on YouTube in a moment, but it's not closed yet. Alrighty, let's close this poll up. And also, Thank you very much, Master, for the gifted subs. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And Alonis, thank you as well for a gifted sub too. Gifted to Master. That's very kind. So, let's get our statistics, our numbers up. Let's view the results, ladies and gentlemen. Lowest one on Twitch was 63% of the vote. On YouTube, lowest only had 18%. Max, oh, I'm going to have to get the bloody maths out. Jesus Christ, people. Right, calculator up. Let's do number wang. 63. And, oh my god, I didn't even finish my beer. Why have I got another... Oh, well, fine. I'm on the G&T now, it seems. Oh god, that's right on the edge. Oh, I'm going to destroy my table. So, that's number wang. 63 and... and 18. 81, that's number wang. And then on the other side of it, we have Max 26 plus 39. That's only 65. It's not 81. That's not number wang. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the lowest hyperlane density. Maths. 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 Will Montu be taking on the role of Ming for the stream, as he's totally not a lizard, and surely we can't have a Twitch and YouTube presence. They'll need to be something else. Forgot the troll votes for normal. Well, normal didn't win. It didn't have enough. It didn't win on YouTube or Twitch. I'm not even going to get into the votes on that because it came third on Twitch, so it was basically non-counting. Okie dokie. I think otherwise... Yeah, let's go with Spiral 4, 2 Fallen Empires. Ladies and gentlemen, Antoine, you've already supported. Thank you again for your support, but okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to look at gift horse in the mouse, but thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, here's today's question for a lizard, and today's questions are... What is the worst and best specimens from these four, excluding acquisition complexity? Flag of the Jarrow Lijo, I don't even know what that is. Molten Core, Beauty of Empire, Leviathan Scale. I don't even know what some of these are. I don't even know what these are. Leviathan Scale, I think, gives us alloy output. So I'm going to D-Leviathan Scale, my memory. No idea what Molten Core does. The Flag of Jarrow Lijo, I don't think that does anything. Let's go with the Flag of Jarrow Lijo. A Ring Galaxy. Right, we'll have a poll on that then. A poll for Galaxy type. Ring's already at plus 1%. YouTube president equals archpriest. Twitch president equals pope. Yes. Treasure train. Okay, yeah, so Anton, I'm going with D Leviathan Scale because I think it's alloys for good, and bad A Flag of Jarrow Lijo because I have no idea what it does at all, but I think a flag is usually bad. Am I right? And also tell me what it does. Tell me what it does. Tell me what they do, please. You get 35% off subs at a level 2 train. Do you? My good lord. You're 37% of the way there. And there's 4 minutes remaining. Current Twitch president is Quantum Reagent. No, they're not here, but actually it's going to be Pope. Sci-Fi is here. Sci-Fi is going to be our Pope. And we have now hit level 2. That does mean subs are now apparently 35% off. How are they 35% off? I don't even see that. I don't see that anywhere, but fair enough. Fine. Let's put this poll up. What are we having? Ring? Ring sounds good. Start shouting about which galaxy types. I forgot my mask. What do you mean I forgot my mask? It's the treasure train. What's a treasure train? I don't understand. Ring? Spoked. We never really do spoked, do we? Spiral. That's the OG classic. And yeah, let's go with Cartwheel. I do Bard Spiral a lot, actually, or I used to do it a lot, so I'm kind of all Bard Spiral out. It just splits the galaxy in half, and it's not even that amazing, really. To quote, it says save 35% on 5 or more gift subs exclusively during this train. Oh, wow, okay. Fair enough. Ice Smithy Boy has just gifted 10 subs as well, alongside the 2 that Sci-Fi gifted and my Masters. That's a lot of gifted subs, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your support. That does mean we've hit some goals. There's a poll right now live. Take a look at it. Take a look at that poll. And there is an updated goal list. Et voila. So 50-50. Flag of Jarrow is the worst with 15% leader experience. I go for Molten Core over Leviathan scale. It's flat 3 living metal versus 8% alloy from jobs. No. No, 3 flat living metal. Whoa, 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 whoa. I have to argue on this one. I feel the need to argue. 8% alloys from jobs is multiplied by job efficiency. So if you have 10,000 pops working alloy jobs, and let's say they got 100% job efficiency, that's 16% more alloys, which could be like, I don't know, 100 more alloys a month. 100 alloys a month are worth a lot more than 3 living metal late game. I would argue it's the Leviathan scale. I will bow to you as the question master. Beauty of the scale is 2% pop growth. 2% pop growth is not terrible. It is a bonus to pop growth. It's definitely Flag of Jarrow with 15% leader experience being the worst. But I would argue that in some circumstances, the 8% alloys from job is better than the 3 living metal, especially if you don't use the living metal for your ships. But I do leave it up to you, Antoine, to decide if my arguments are worthy of merit. Oh, it says at the top, 35% off 5 or more gifted subs. Holy crap. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are 3 more minutes within which, if you're on Twitch, if you gifted more subs, then, you know, it's cheaper, I guess. That means you could buy 5 gifted subs for the price of 3. Amazing. The beginning of a game, love to see a need to start a game soon, but feels so big to begin. It does. Cartwheel has won on Twitch with 39% of the vote. On YouTube, we have plus 10% for Ring from Dreadnought. Ring then had 28%. So Spiral won with 36. Spiral was last place on Twitch. Cartwheel had 28% of the vote on YouTube. Meaning, ladies and gentlemen, we're going for a Cartwheel Galaxy. Don't think I played with that one before. We're skipping frames. Right, I'm not dropping any frames locally. Yeah, I haven't dropped a single frame. So that must mean there's something going wrong with Restream. Let's check my connection strength, stream health. YouTube is saying there's absolutely no issues with stream health. That's a bit odd. That's a bit odd. There are 2 more minutes left of the 35% discount, ladies and gentlemen, on the Twitch subs, if you want to. I don't know. Right, okay. Hyperlane density done. Is there anything else? Let's leave all of those as is. I'm going to bring down endgame start year just to normal. I'm going to put it on Grand Admiral, but with late game scaling so we can actually survive a bit. Leave the storms on. Let's get rid of Cuthaloids. Fewer Void Worms. I can't be... This is not a... Actually, let's get rid of Cuthaloids and Void Worms. This is not a Void Worm or Cuthaloid game. Crisis Strength. Good point. Ladies and gentlemen, what Crisis Strength should we go on? We are... It looks like we are 1 sub away from hitting level 4 and resetting the timer on Twitch. A minute to go, ladies and gentlemen. 25. Shut up. All right. I will put a poll up. With some options. Hold on. The options are coming to you very soon. Twitch. Can't see anything happening in chat, but something went ding. Something's happening in Twitch chat. Oh my lordy me, we smashed through level 4. That is thanks to, oh my goodness me, Whistling Pirate, who gifted a sub. Thank you very much. And also Korath, who gifted a sub, and Alonis, who gifted 5 subs. And it looks like they got some free extra subs with that gift. Hard to tell exactly what's going on. Save edit so it's 100% Ghosty Fish. Fillet yourself, my friend. No, we will all die. we will all die horrible deaths. That doesn't mean we've hit another goal in terms of sub counts. But the poll is now up. What crisis strength should we face? I put 1 and 2 times all crisis on there because that could be more fun. It also elongates the campaign a bit, ladies and gentlemen, if you want it to be a little longer. No, 25 times all. No. Your choices are 25 times, 10 times, 1 times all, or 2 times all. This is a meme build. We're doing memey things. We're not playing like the best build in the game. Twitch is currently voting for 2 times all, just like YouTube. Crisis strength must be balanced with chat competence. Exactly. And chat competence is often at an all-time low. But I very much appreciate the support as well from Twitch. Eleonis, Korath, thank you very much. And Whistling Tipsy Pirate. That does currently mean Ice Smithy Boy is our Pope. If we have a Pope. Can I vote on Twitch and YouTube? Zork Miner, I'm going to let you in a little secret. I can't stop you doing that. So if you do that, yes, you can do that. Because I physically cannot stop you. There's a new community gift. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, Ice Smithy Boy. Ice Smithy Boy is definitely now our Pope. Ladies and gentlemen, we must now inaugurate the Pope of Ice Smithy Boy. Currently, we're not having a veto right now. We can propose laws like that later, but at the moment, you get to pontificate randomly about the nature of the faith of the Church of Scientological Theory, okay? Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button if you're on YouTube. We've hit the like goal as well. We actually have hit the like goal. And the poll has finished on Twitch. The result was 2 times all winning on Twitch, and on YouTube, 2 times all won as well. So we're doing all crisis 2 times. Start the game, starts Dave Hollowell. There you go. Game has been started. Game has been started. Fetch the Pope hat. Yes, it does come with a great Pope hat. Exactly. So, Smithy Boy, you need to pontificate randomly. I need a good paragraph that I can read out to the people about, you know, things. And we've had 5 more gifted subs from Ming the Merciless. No, that's not from Ming the Merciless. Sorry. From Necro Unicorn. Thank you very, very much. Which means we just hit another train. Level 6 complete. I don't even know how these sub-trains work anymore. They just seem crazy. I am now wearing my balaclava because I've just... Oh, my... What's it called? It's not balaclava. It's a... What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's my buff. I'm wearing my buff with the headphones just to improve the sound quality for myself. Because I just remembered I didn't turn the mic back on, so it's fine. Here's some dealer's choice points because I'm having a good day and I want to spread all the joy. Matthew Nunya, thank you very, very much. That does mean I finally have some Montu lobby in the bank. And there are no laws on the agenda right now. It's fine. I will be, at the moment, I will be Ming the Merciless, your great leader. Your great hope for the future. For I am totally not a lizard man. Pay no attention to the camera. The camera's glitchy. It's fine. I'm just happy to be on a train. Yes. Does that mean certain ships must be called Pope-mobiles? Yeah, we're actually going to rename our beginning ship class to Pope-mobile. Thank you very much, Matthew Nunya. You've got the 50-50 points for question for a lizard. I didn't know. I was waiting to hear if you thought my explanation was good enough. And I never saw. Antoine. The problem is source of living metal is so scarce that I prefer it to 8%. Both are exceptional. Fair. Fair. That's 50-50 then. So, that puts this up to no. Sorry, it was on 20. 112 halved is 56. So that is 76. And Montu Lobby gets 106 points of Montu Lobby. Well, I do declare. The first colonized planet has to be called... Womancy's already bagged that one. The first colonized planet has to be called... Tom Cruise World or Mission Possible? I think we're going to go with Mission Possible. Yes, here is our great and glorious world. Right, let's see. Research. Let's do the scientific method. Let's unlock maulers. Wait, what? Oh, that's a defense platform. The defense platforms are Pope-mobiles. I mean, sure, I guess. And food. Yes, food for a construction ship. Don't mind if I do. Otherwise, do we not need an engineering tech? No, we don't. There's a hydrate. Thank you very much. You're pretty new to the lives. What's Montu lobby? What's Spite lobby? Right. I'm going to play for a few minutes, then I'll come back and explain that, okay? Vatican-Coon. Vatican-Coon sounds hilarious, and I love that. I love that for us. I love Vatican-Cancun for us. Right, we also need a science ship. Luckily, we can afford both from the start of the game. We've got galactic dowsing turned on. I'm going to turn on isolationist for a moment. Pope has infinite vetoes, but only on moral grounds. How do we decide what is a moral ground, Dark Sasquatch? I need more from you. I'll put that in the proposal queue, though. Once I've heard how we decide what moral grounds are. Like, who decides what is a moral ground or not? And we have an address from the Space Pope. Smithy Boy Octavius. I just kept the Octavius around. I thought it was fun. We will need a person for that. Oh, Lord. Well, the person doesn't exist yet, so you'd have to... It either has to be me or Smithy Boy, because the only two people that exist with diplomatic power are me, totally not a lizard man Ming the Merciless, and Pope, Smithy Boy Octavius. And there, I think we've run out of the choo-choo train. We did. So we got to a level 7 train. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your support. So, this is an address from Smithy Boy Octavius. Let's find out a little bit more about Smithy Boy Octavius. They're from Earth, where they previously were a medical worker. Lovely man bun there as well. My beloved children of the stars, from the throne of Saint Hyperlane, I gaze upon this vast galaxy and see not chaos, but divine opportunity. The cosmos itself is a cathedral. Its nebulae are stained glass, its empires are wandering pilgrims. Let it be known we do not expand for conquest, but for stewardship. We bring not the sword, but the sacred censer away. We upwift, we enwhiten, and when necessary, we smite heresy with the full blessing of the Holy Fleet. He's got a speech impediment now. Go forth, my admirals and governors, chart the unknown, embrace the Xeno with compassion, unless they refuse our holy DLC, in which case we shall encourage compliance through benevolent channels. May the divine light of the divine jump drive guide us now and forever. It's Smithy Boy. Cool, fine. Mollage. Amen. Yes, amen, ladies and gentlemen. Our bloody man. We started with Cycle of Prosperity, which means more energy, more trade, and an increased cost to some other things. Why are pops declining? Because of devastation. Of course. We must simply clear the devastation. And that will, over time, reduce itself. Holy sugar HST. We've met aliens immediately. Right, there's aliens over there. There be aliens. Garp. Do not mock the Pope. Exactly, that would be sacrilege. Oh, the Holy Labor Camp for the non-believers. Sorry, missed all that. What am I doing? You're deciding on whether or not anything is moral or not. And if it is, you have an infinite veto on it if you decide it's moral. You've basically been... you're about to get unlimited power. If this passes, which it may not. Right, there was a question I was going to talk about. How does lobbying work? Oh, we have the orbital clear-up project. Yeah, I want to do that. We'll deal with that in a moment. So how does lobbying work? So, and you're back about your jobs question. I'll get to your jobs question in a moment when I open up the screen. I'm going to deal with the lobbying question. I'll do the jobs question, Triton. Thank you very much for reminding me. Basically, if you vote yes on this, the Pope has infinite vetoes, which is the Twitch Pope, which is currently Darth Sasquatch. No, it's not. It's currently iSmithyBoy. It's whoever has gifted the most subs on Twitch, basically. We have a Xeno threat to our entire existence. So how does lobbying work? We do votes. You can see a vote right now on your screen. There are multiple options. Yes, no, maybe. Depends on the option. Percentages are equated to based on the votes put in. Anyone can lobby, either on Twitch. Every 70 bits on Twitch is 1% of the vote. I will do the maths, because that makes it about $1. Every 70% of the bits on Twitch, and every $1 of Super Chat on YouTube adds 1% to the vote category of your choice or removes 1%. Montu lobbying and what's the other one? And Spite lobby. So Montu lobbying or any other lobbying. Montu lobbying is just lobby points I have. For every $1 of Super Chat you send in, you could give me lobbying points. Okay? Oh, iSmithyBoy is saying that he will consult with Twitch chat for guidance. Not YouTube, by the way. He's not saying he'll consult YouTube, just Twitch for guidance. So vote yes, basically. Then, how does Spite Lobby work? If I use my Montu Lobby points, let's say I added 30%, let's say I added 100% to no on this one, which I'm not going to do because, I mean, I probably should, actually, but I'm not going to do it. Then, for every lobby point somebody else put in via Super Chats or bits, either to deduct from my category or to add to another category that I didn't vote for, you could call in the Spite Lobby and double up your lobbying points. So if there's 50 points of Spite Lobby and you lobby with $50, which is a massive lobby, you don't have to do that, Jesus Christ. But if you did do that, and let's say I added 50 into yes, you could add 25 into no, call in 25 points of Spite Lobby, and that becomes 50 points to lobby for no, to cancel out my Montu lobbying. That is Spite Lobby, basically. Retrieve the warship. The battle against the alien invaders left our home system. Also, if you want to see what we're playing, there it is. Full of debris, shattered warships, and broken promises. The sheer amount of flotsam cluttering the area has made it harder to develop satellites and to launch spaceships from Earth. Under the proposed cleanup project, specially designed construction ships will utilize nets to dredge the space in near orbit, allowing us to approach the MSI warship that looms over our capital. Yeah, by the way, we still have that destroyed warship. It's there. Look at that thing. It's monstrous, sitting over the pole. It's not even in orbit. It just sits there. Disgusting. By the way, currently Twitch and YouTube are both voting yes with 69% of the vote. So I'm closing the YouTube vote. Twitch, why did you have to bring it up to 71? Oh, it could have been so nice. Nice. But basically, the answer is yes. Pope now has infinite lobbies. I will put that into the actual laws on moral grounds. You have to argue that it is a moral ground, but you again get to decide on whether or not it is a moral ground. So let's commence cleanup. Let's survey over there. Can I get another construction ship? No, I can't. I need more food. We are losing pops, but it's fine. We're no longer losing pops. We have a head of research. They're technically the Pope, and they're called iSmithyBoy Octavius. There we are. Our head of defense should be Buttercup. Why? Prince Humperdinck? What are you people even saying? You've all gone mad, I say. Mad with power. Our Holy Excellency, should we enslave the non-believers? Pope, that's, I believe, your message to answer, iSmithyBoy. Oh, it's a Princess Bride reference. You know, I've only ever seen segments of that movie. I've not actually watched the entire movie. I know. It's a really good movie, but I've only ever seen segments, not the full thing. I unironically think more agriculture districts and more food will give us more minerals faster. So I'm going for the agriculture district. And then I'll clear some ship debris in a moment. Oh, we've got the grenade, ladies and gentlemen. We got the bowel. Enslaved. No. Correctional institution is more moral. Excellent. The market. I mean, I could buy some minerals, I suppose. But what would I even sell? I'll buy 4 minerals. I don't want to lose out on trade income. You know, I don't want to go negative there. God King Marinus has discovered a new resource. Amazing. Green economy. Oh. Right. Does the economy have to be all green? This is a law. I'll actually put this one on the screen if we vote yes on this, because that's a big one. I think we have a higher tech tradition cost. I think I might have started this game with a much higher tech and tradition cost. A re-education center with a monthly tithe would be more moral. Interesting. Twitch is voting no, and so is YouTube on this one. And we're about to get our first tradition. Don't spam me just yet. We'll wait for the vote on the economy to go through, but start thinking about which tradition you'd like us to pick first from the available ones. So it can't be domestication or archivism, it can't be politics, it can't be cloning, cybernetics, you know, any of those. But it could be anything else. Start thinking, don't write it yet. Just hold the thought in your brain hole. Hold it. Don't let it go. Let's clear some debris, baby. We have very happy people. Are they... Oh my god, they're on stratified economy, but they're bloody loving it. 82% happiness even with a stratified economy. Good god. Even the civilians love it. My lord. Holding a thought is so hard I'm gonna burst. Don't explode. Just, you know, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Right, give me a mining station there. After that mining station, I think I'll take another. And then I'll go for Saturn. Or I'll go for Sol for an energy station. So we can get more minerals. Right, how do jobs and stuff work? So, this was a question asked. I'm now going to answer it. Are you still here? Are you ready for the answer to your question? If you're not here, I'll wait. I will wait, Triton. Triton, are you here? Let me know in the comments if you're here. Let me know. Yes, you're here. Okay, so if you go to the management tab, you've got population. Population is split by strata depending on which jobs are available. To get jobs, you have to have either districts. See, look, these 3 agriculture districts each add individually 200 farmer jobs, which altogether is 600. So we have 600 farmer jobs available. You can see that on the right here, 600. But each pop provides 1 workforce multiplied by the efficiency. We're getting 10% more from Empire Capital, minus 5% from habitability, because this is taking habitability down? No. Why have we got low habitability? Oh, yeah, we only start at 90%. Why? Because of debris field. Ugh. But then, plus 5% from authoritarian, so that's net plus 10, which means our 600 pops become 660. So in essence, 600 pops here equals 660 in terms of both upkeep, but not the actual pops themselves, just the job upkeep, which there is none. So the upkeep there is fine. Wait. Am I wrong? Yeah, the planet habitability is giving us 10% additional upkeep. So 600 pops would be 6 upkeep normally, but it's 6.6 because of 10% more habitability, 0.72 consumer goods, and then they produce 50, almost 51 food, because it's the output of 660 farmers. For our other pops, like physicists, this does increase their upkeep from jobs. So there we are. Does that explain it, Triton? Have you had enough info there? When can we release our thoughts? Once this poll is done, don't forget to vote in the current poll on whether or not the economy must be green. Yeah, devastation is actually reducing not our efficiency, but our resources from jobs. It's also reducing upkeep and housing and growth speed. But we've only just gotten some growth speed. Ba-boom. There we go. And then after that, those minerals will take some energy, I think. Yes. More food. More energy. The cleanup operation in our system is well underway. The amount of debris over Earth has been significantly reduced, and with clearing skies, our expectations for the future are also bright. Work continues, but things are looking better. Okay, I Smithy Boy is now a champion of the people. And Ming the Merciless, I am principled. I do have some principles. Alright, it was no on Twitch with 80%, yes on YouTube with 55%, meaning overall it is a no. Okay, now start shouting out which tradition you want. These are the traditions available to us. We'll put a poll up for 4. Let's vote on the first tradition. Harmony being shouted by Warden Mist. Now's the time to release your thoughts. The guy from Saturn, quick, release your thoughts. Harmony, a lot of harmonies being mentioned. Discovery being mentioned. Fortification is being mentioned. And supremacy is being mentioned. Statecraft was mentioned, but only the once. Only the once. If we get a second statecraft mention, I will swap it out for fortification. Low hyperlane, so fortification. We've had another fortification. There we are. The poll is now up, ladies and gentlemen. Begin your voting. Lobbying is available. I might even throw in some Montu lobby in a moment. Anything you can do, I can do. Food. Anything you can do, food, food, food. I kind of want more energy, actually, to clear these gosh darnable blockers. We have recovered 600 Unity and machine template systems. Excellent. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Where is Harmony? Harmony's right at the top. Do I want the Unity? I think I'll take the Habitable World Survey this time, actually. Ming the Merciless chooses, we must find new planets for the human race, not just to live on, but to thrive on. For in thrivery, we will find peace, justice, and security. I'll get another generator district, because I really do want to clear these blockers. Is anyone on Twitch having a problem seeing Harmony? It's only got 4% of the 25% of the vote on Twitch. Discovery has 63%. On YouTube, Discovery has 35%. I'm going to lobby for fortification, actually. I'm going to put 40 lobby points into fortification. Montu spending Montu lobby down to 66, the number of the beast. We love it. You're not seeing Harmony. It should be the top choice. How many poll options do you see, Darth Sasquatch? Because it should be the top choice. It didn't come up for you, but now it's there. Understood. Understood. Harmonious Montu stripper name, you take that back. I would never. I think we should do it again. Fine, I'm going to restart. I'm going to restart the poll on Twitch because it seemed to go wrong. I'm keeping my 40% lobby in. And I'm going to reduce the time down to just 2 minutes, and we'll rerun the Twitch poll. Let's get some more of that, methinks. We found an abandoned gateway. Let's clear some ship debris. And then I will grab Alpha Centauri, I think. How much did they take for a colony ship? More food. I just need more food. Which I can queue up next. Okay. Fortification. I want the Unity. Plus, I want the ability to build more star bases. Really cheap star bases are quite good at the moment. We must go forth in harmony with ourselves. I suppose. Yes. As I suppose. Let's see how the poll's going. On YouTube, Fortification is winning with, let me just check that, 69% of the vote. Nice. On Twitch, it only has 13%. Discovery has 33, plus 37 on YouTube. Fortification is still winning there, though. Harmony has 19, plus 40 on Twitch. Fortification is still winning. My lobbying has... it will refund... It may become a moral issue, Ice Smithy Boy, but it will refund my lobbying if you veto. And I will accept a refund. By God, I'll accept one. Please give me a reason for why it's a moral issue as well, Ice Smithy Boy. Currently, Fortification is winning. I think I'm going to get it with my lobbying. Harmony's won on Twitch with 44. On YouTube, Fortification has won with 67% of the vote. Plus the 11 from Twitch is 78. Harmony had 44 plus 17. That's not 78. Discovery had 33 plus 40. That's only 73. That does mean Fortification has won the day. And we've also cleared the skies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newly fortified world. A cleared sky is a safe sky. Harmonious payback is a question in and of itself. Exactly. Exactly. Don't confuse us. Because in Stellaris law logic, refusing harmony means you're willingly choosing suffering, unrest, and spiritual dissonance for your people, which if you're role-playing a moral or spiritual authority, looks like a cosmic dereliction of duty. Alright, fine. We'll accept that. So, Smithy Boy, are you vetoing using your infinite vetoes on the moral issue? And instead of Fortification, you're going to pick harmony, which may have won the popular vote. A little bit. Actually, no, Discovery won the popular vote. Yeah, veto for harmony. Right, okay. First one's harmony then, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take the stability straight out the gate. And also, let's quarantine information and venerate saints and fortify the border. Because why the hell wouldn't I? 97% stability, ladies and gentlemen. Ming the Merciless has brought you 97% stability. I don't think you could be as stable as Ming's stable. We're going to get a level 2 archaeologist and immediately start doing aftermath of battle. That we couldn't have had a better archaeologist. We've also recovered technology on 0G refineries, plus 800 more Unity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are unified in our harmony. Nothing can stop the totally not a lizard man, Ming the Merciless. Yes, the Church of Scientology is super harmonious, right. Immutable Adzantian command. This is a pre-recorded message. Do not attempt to reply. Shut up. A pre-recorded... Wait. The hive mind is Jeff. What the holy sweet mother of frog is this? We've got Jeff here? Oh, I get a refund. Yes, give me my points back. I want my Montu lobby back. Yeah, anyone would get... Anyone, if anything's vetoed and you've lobbied, you'll get your lobby points refunded, and it will go in the... I forgot my refund. Thank you. But Jeff sent us a pre-recorded message. We've altered this communication for your understanding. Your limited language has been accounted for. A human must be surrendered immediately for assimilation. Their deviation cannot be tolerated, will not be tolerated. The transport is already positioned outside Earth. Time is against you. Failure to comply jeopardizes stability. We can either give up one human pop, or we can upset them. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, this timeline is the Church of Scientological Theory, led by Ming the Merciless, where we run into Jeff the Hive Mind. If it's pre-recorded, how could they know we're humans? Yeah, this is a bit confusing. I'm going to poll this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to poll this one. This is a totally free and fair election. I all want you to vote in, ladies and gentlemen. And lobbying will be available, of course. Now, don't lobby yet until you've seen the options. There's quite a few options I've actually put on the poll, more than you might normally see, I think. But I think given the severity of this, maybe we need to really think a lot about it. Sacrifice would be immoral, says I Smithy Boy. I see. So your options are, give up that one dude. Alternatively, screw Dave, he can go. Also, you can abstain, or you can vote that Ming decides. And feel free to veto that one and pick the option of your choice, I Smithy Boy. You can veto this and pick from veto what wins and pick from one of the available options. But unfortunately, just like a two-party system, it doesn't bloody matter who you vote for. You're still gonna get screwed. Hey, Malta Noel says, no need for sacrifice, I volunteer. We're actually giving them up for a life of luxury, I assume. Rune Knight shouts, give them a dude. I Smithy Boy, what do you want to do here? Dave is volunteering. That makes it more... Yeah, xenophobic Dave wouldn't volunteer to go and live with aliens unless it was a moral choice to make. Only Dave, the most moral of individuals, could do this. Veto, I abstain. So in abstention, I Smithy Boy, in abstention, the highest ranking official will get to decide. And the highest ranking official is Ming the Merciless. So if you veto for abstention, then Ming decides. And Ming is me. And I decide. So, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, you've all voted for screw it, Dave can go. But Montu's going to pick... Yeah, if I abstain, we'll just sit here on this screen forever. Alright, we could do that maybe. Oh, also, I Smithy Boy, please explain how this is a question of morality before we move forwards. I need to know. Dave, are you saying you're xenophobic Dave? Dave Hollowell, have you just admitted out loud to the people here that you are in fact xenophobic Dave? Because if you are, fair play. If we close the box without picking an option, the first option is chosen. No one person's life is worth less than the rest of us. My goodness. Hold on. Okay, Pope. Does that mean Pope, 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 Pope? Does that mean stratified economy is immoral? Because stratified economy says that some people's lives are worth less. So, yeah, I need a papal ruling on our economic state. Is the Pope against the economy? Next thing we know, yeah, that sounds egalitarian, disgusting. Next thing you know, the Pope's going to come out and say machines should be destroyed. It would be a moral issue should it come to a vote. Oh, God. Right, yeah, we're giving up Dave. Xenophobic Dave, bye-bye. Bye-bye, xenophobic Dave. They've even opened their borders to us. My God, we're good. There is mission possible, and away it goes. No clues. Go on, get a clue. Come on, Hostus Arminius. No clues. Hostus the Lostus, I think. Let's clear some blockers. That's also going to increase our pop growth. More pops equals more power, ladies and gentlemen. And we need more power. Can the fallen empire ever be vassalized? Absolutely bloody not. You can only comment on moral issues on votes raised. Good lord. The Pope is clearly not a proper imperial cultist. No. The Pope is the head. So the Pope is God's divine representative on Earth. By God, I mean the great Thetan spirit of the universe. That's what Scientological theory tells us. So the Pope is the representative of the spirit. But Ming the Merciless is a god as well who's also representing the spirit. We might have an ecumenical crisis here because we've set up a system where there's basically a god emperor and a pope and they're kind of at odds. Discuss. We should name our colonies after Tom Cruise movies. Yeah, this is going to be Mission Possible. The church versus the crown. The worst bit is, when the crown is the church, that's just the church versus the church. The Pope speaks on the Emperor's behalf, so we are the Space Holy Roman Empire. I suppose we kind of are. We've started as Church of Scientological Theory, and we've worked out that thematically we're basically the HRE. How the hell did we go from that to that? We need a third god? Oh, Lord. I'm not sure we need a third god. Mind and body, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to all embrace a combination of new meditation techniques and healthier eating habits. And this will give us greater life expectancy. Now, I all want you to meditate for 2 minutes. Om. I don't hear enough meditating. Meditate harder. Second Colony, slightly risky business. I love that movie. Slightly risky business. I don't hear enough meditating. Come on, people, meditate. This is a good one to meditate to. I like the meditation. Don't let me interrupt you. Ham. Now I'm hungry. Oh, we have an address from the Pope. I'm sorry to interrupt everything, ladies and gentlemen. There is an address from the Space Pope. also known as the Pope. Children of the cosmos, the mind is our compass, the body our vessel. One without the other drifts, lost among the stars, but united, and we become a force capable of bending destiny itself. Strength of body without wisdom is chaos. Wisdom without strength is violence. But together, they form the harmony that guides our empire towards enlightenment. So tend to your thoughts, fortify your form, and rise as one, mind and body, indivisible, unshakable, and eternal. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard it here first, folks. Montu returns. Why are you not colonizing? Oh, you did it. Right, the first human colony. Mission possible is a go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little loud on the music. Let me just turn it down a bit more. Mission possible is now a go. And, yeah, this is a testament to our higher purpose, I think. Yeah, testament to higher purpose. I think we're on like 2.5 or 3 times tech and tradition. That's why everything's so expensive. It should be 900, but it should be 800, but it's 2,400. We're on 3 times tech and tradition. How do we not notice that? We're playing a 3 times tech and tradition cost game. Uh-oh. Inigo? Inigo? David, have you been reading the Void Trilogy? My name is Inigo Montoya. Oh no, it's that's a reference to Princess Bride. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my papa. Prepare to die. Telltale's asked about it, so confused. That's about what? I don't know. Let's also get another colony ship. And turn you on to auto destruction. If you can actually complete this project, it'd be bloody brilliant, Hostius. Hmm? You can't be serious, said the Pope. But yes, the Pope was serious. 3 times tech, yes, we're on 3 times tech and tradition, but only 2 times all crisis. It's fine. Marriage is what brings us here today. I foresee a hard late game. Yes, it could be hard, but in unity we find strength. In kinship we find our purpose, and the Pope has just decreed. Can we rename you Space Pope? I think Space Pope makes more sense now that we have space as well. And space, let's not forget, gives us the divine portents. Oh, I can solve the problem. Right, the Pope, I've solved the issue. The Pope is in charge of the superstitious beliefs, the divine portents. They are the highest of high astrologers. The totally not a lizard man Ming the Merciless is a god incarnate, the living embodiment of the physical soul. Okay? There we are. That's why it's 2 separate things. We did it. So this, the Space Pope is basically the living representation of the will of the universe, but I am the living representation of the will of the soul. And those are 2 different twins. Well, time to build my multiversal escape capsule. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be all fine. It's all good under the proverbial hood. We should terraform Mars and make it a holy world. I mean, that could be possible. That could entirely be possible. Get another mining district up and running. So we can get superstitious beliefs, or we could get imperial cult. Get another science ship as well. And we still haven't done a single technology. We're 8 years in. Nothing. Ice Smithy Boy says, agreed. Ice Smithy Boy has agreed that... So basically, we're in the cycle of prosperity. You're basically the equivalent of the Pontifex Maximus, even though you're called Pope, I think. Oh, there's some aliens in Procyon. Those be proper aliens. Ooh, we found some alien bodies. We're going to dissect them. Not Sirius Prime. Slightly risky business. Dale, I'm not sure they're friendly. They've not paid their annual tithe to the Church of Scientological Theory, you see. Which makes them our enemy. And any enemy that we have, which isn't not an enemy, was bad. What? I'm gonna add a defense platform here at Sol because we're going to need one. In about 6 years, we've got some aliens coming knocking at our door. I can tell you now, it's not going to be good. The enemy of my enemy is still my enemy. Yes, they are a heretical Xenos. Exactly. Space Pope, I think you really are a champion of the people. 98% stability. We're so close. We have 100% pop approval. Ladies and gentlemen, the Space Pope and Ming the Merciless together have achieved 100% pop approval. 100%. There's juvenile maulers. Let's grab planetary governments, because we need that too. Our first colony is complete. Yeah, what will we do with our first colony? I can't keep this. I can't keep that accent. I'm sorry. Creamy, if only because we need to use it at what? Oh, Grandmaster Evans is proposing he be voted into a position of power because yesterday he did in fact make PB cookies, which I assume is peanut butter. But it could also be, you know, purely baleful. So just evil cookies. What is the penalty for the economy being green? There isn't one. We didn't pass. The economy must be green. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed Harmony after only 9 years on 3 times tradition. I think that's pretty bloody good going, if you ask me. That's pretty bloody good going. Now, let us now vote together as one people on our Ascension perk. Start shouting about Ascension perks, people. What do you want to see? I could enjoy One Vision, honestly. But probably better than that is Imperial Prerogative these days. I see One Vision. One people, one empire, one vision. I'm also seeing consecrated worlds. I'm seeing so many one visions, though. I'm seeing one mention of nihilistic acquisition, not quite enough. I'm seeing mastery of nature. Woodmansey as well, shouting about mastery of nature. And I'm seeing imperial prerogative. Thank you very much. That's our 4. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. The voting will be up in just a moment, okay? In what way will we be ascending thusly? One vision gives us unity. Consecrated worlds basically lets us consecrate habitable worlds to give us, you guessed it, unity. What else do we have? Imperial prerogative is pretty good. Reduces our empire size from planets. It's about to go a little... I mean, currently it's 60. That'd be minus 15 empire size. Not terrible. Also, mastery of nature that gives us some more districts and more chances to get clear block attacks. I mean, yeah, okay. That does technically exist. Uh-oh. We're going to end illness. That's how the invaders won us over. Oh, they cured disease. We allowed them to build gene clinics on Earth, eradicating most of our worst diseases within a generation. Now those clinics are breaking down. Years of intense use causing the machines within to grind to a halt. The proper functioning of the invaders' technology is beyond us. Can we reverse engineer it, or should we repurpose that poisoned gift into something truly our own? Other empires might possess similar faculties. We could ask for help. We can attempt to repair them, or we could repurpose them into an autochthon monument. However, we don't actually have many civilians, so autochthon monuments kind of a bit meh, honestly. One Vision has just had some additional polling from Dreadnought 723. My children, Southside Smithy Boy. The stars have offered us sanctified soil. To refuse consecrated worlds is to refuse the very blessings of our creation. We must consecrate what is holy, lest our empire rise without a soul. I don't know why I did that without the kajiga, the noise. Sorry, a bit of a cough on that. Even machines will learn our religious ways, said Will the Chimp. Repair them, their tech will be ours. So, Smithy Boy, I think we should repair them. What do you think, Smithy Boy? If we don't repair them, we could die too soon. You are the other leading member of our triumvirate. Not a triumvirate, but a triumvirate. Not even sure that's the right word. Currently, One Vision is winning on YouTube with 49% of the vote. On Twitch, Consecrated Worlds is winning with 43%. One Vision has 36%. Smithy Boy says repair. Thus, it has been decided. I think global energy management. Yeah, that'll do. Boom! Did we hit 100% stability? 99! Who is unstable? Reveal yourself. We need 25 exotic gases. Okay. In which case, we need friends. And we need them now. Uh-oh. Our neighbors have already taken that starbase. Crap, let's go over here then. How do our maulers look? Actually, I think the Shard Accelerator will actually be better for us there. Yeah, that seems fine. Don't need that. Fine, let's build a couple of maulers. The bill has come due. A small self-propelled cache just entered the edges of our home system, loudly announcing its arrival with a signal beacon. Once retrieved... Oh, let's end the vote there. Ice Smithy Boy says, veto for my moral explanation above. Dreadnought, you get refunded then. You have 10 lobby points. It's been vetoed. It is apparently a moral issue like all things. You gave the Space Pope power, and the Space Pope is wielding it absolutely. Which does mean we are now taking Consecrated Worlds. It would narrowly fail the popular vote. Let's consecrate the crap out of Mars. Where are you? Here you are. Right, first, an invoice. Look, an invoice arrived in a tube. It's crazy. Debt collectors are coming, but we got an invoice. How bizarre. I'm going to consecrate Mars. Is anyone against me consecrating Mars? I think consecrating Mars is important. Dreadnought shouts, I smell a religious rebellion. You are welcome to attempt a rebellion. You could propose... So to do a rebellion, it will require a vote proposal to kill the Pope or some crap. I don't know, rebel against the Pope. I would not allow a veto on that one because this is not quite the same. But I also would require, you can spend your lobby points on proposing something like that too, the 10 lobby points. I would require that you give me a slight narrative for the religious, religious rebellion. And I want you to explain who replaces the Space Pope. So I do need a good paragraph of text. We're not just going to have you can't just go, rebel, I rebel. You need to put a bit of thought into this. This is narrative. We need the narrative. Smithy Boy says, I'm not going to use my power on all votes, just wanted that one. Smithy Boy, I'm pretty sure you vetoed 2/3 of the vote so far, sir. Absolute power corrupts, absolutely. Oh, Mars is profane. Yeesh. That was a waste of my time. Yeah, that's not all of it. Yes, you're right. That isn't all of it. True. Yes. Consecrating Mars is a sequel to the board game. Yeah. First you terraform it, then you consecrate it. Maybe we need to consecrate Saturn. Maybe that's the problem. Yes, if we consecrate Saturn... No, I know who we need to consecrate. We need to consecrate Proxima Centauri B. Tidally locked terraforming candidate. Let's slap a consecration on that bad boy and be done with it. There is a vote being formed to form a personal guard for the Pope. I will allow that to add a random modifier to any sort of rebellion or whatnot. If you also want to volunteer, if you volunteer, even if this fails, if you choose to volunteer, then I might do something funky. Just let me know you're volunteering. Consecrating World, respected. Proxima Centauri B, ladies and gentlemen, is respected. Now let's do Saturn. Saturn earlier was saying that Saturn's great. It's profane. Overall, we're getting 8% unity. I mean, I've had to spend 1,500, and it's slightly worse, but yes. No, this isn't the Swiss Guard. This is the Mormon Guard. Yeah, it's not the Swiss Guard. It's the Mormon Guard. And I feel comfortable in saying that because I'm fairly certain Mormons couldn't be watching this because it's technology, right? So I can get away with making a Mormon joke because there couldn't be any Mormons watching, so I've not offended anyone. Right? Right? We do have a Pope-mobile. We have one Pope-mobile here in orbit of the starbase. I'm thinking of the Amish. Sorry, yes. It's the Amish Guard. Apologies, not the Mormon Guard. It's not the Swiss Guard, it's the Amish Guard. I get confused about names, nomenclature. How confusing. How confusing. Okay, so we have a healthcare crisis. Hi, Smithy Boy, are we doubling the investment into this? Mormon Battalion would be a more appropriate name if you went that way. Yeah. No. It's an Amish paradise. It's the Amish Paradise Legion. And you can live in the Amish Paradise Legion. Yeah, I think we should double the treatments. Fastius is now charismatic. Interesting. Wait, we've got factions. Assuming we convert the ship to a habitat, it should be named Vatican City. Yes, I suppose. Ice Smithy Boy shouts, vote yes, chat. Twitch is voting yes, and so is YouTube right now. I mean, goodness gracious me. You can't veto this one, Ice Smithy Boy. This one I won't let a veto on. Give the Pope Mobile a machine gun. So this should be... Ming's Coalition of Victory. We need a neutral. Who would be neutral in this? The Poperazzi. I know, hence the pie. Use my points to say no, says Dreadnought, and Dreadnought has just added 10% lobby points in for no. I'll just write that in. Let's write in to make a note of it. Are we being the good guys? Jake Corley, I'd like to introduce you to the Church of Scientological Theory. Payback, Imperial Cult, Superstitious Beliefs, Divine Empire. We're totally the good guys. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Jake, we're the best. Welcome to the Church of Scientological Theory. Yes. I actually think we should turn it into not a habitat but a warship, and it would be so powerful. Given we're on 3 times tech and tradition, if we get the warship, we'll just bloody win, okay? We'll just bloody win. You hear me? We need the warship. We'll still name it Vatican City, but it'll be the warship. Dark Sasquatch says, I lay down my life for the space hope. I need a name for the neutral faction. The faction in between Ming's Coalition of Victory and the Amish... sorry, why is it spelled like that? Amish Paradise Legion. We should call it High Charity. Yeah, what should these folks be? The Better Battles Committee? Pretty neutral. Everyone has 3x tech. Yeah, the fence sitters. Yeah, they're sitting so much on the fence, they got bloody splinters up their butt. Let's get 100 pots, garbage patch, industrial wasteland. Let's do it all, baby. And I'm going to grab a research lab. We don't know how to construct any Unity buildings. What do you mean? Oh, crap. I can't build Unity buildings because I haven't taken planetary government yet. We suck. Oh, it should be knights. Knights. It needs to be something that wouldn't make sense, though, right? Because, like, we've got the Amish... Like, everything else is religious. Church of Scientology, yada, yada. What would be left over? Oh, Knights of the United Nations. There we are. This is the remnants of the United Nations of Earth. They're fence sitters, the UN. There we are. Bloomin' fence sitters. The Knights of the United Nations, ladies and gentlemen. That's the what remains of an in-betweenie. Bastius has 5,000 experience. Holy crap on a cracker. Yeah, let's make them an advisor. Yes, yes, yes. Bastius, yes. Okay, slightly risky business. No, don't get a medical center. Medical stuff away from Earth is now actually better than Earth medical treatment, ironically. So that's weird. Oh. Also totally diplomacy gone authority. Children of the Stars, hear me! By the way, it was yes, we now have a personal guard for the Pope. I'll put that in. If you're a member of that personal guard, just shout out right now and I'll put your names down if you're a voluntary member. If I recall, we had... Who volunteered? Will the Chimp volunteered. I'm pretty sure Darth Sasquatch volunteered. Darth Sasquatch did. I'm writing these down, that's all. Will the Chimp volunteered? Anyone else? Yeah, Pope's now getting a saving throw, basically, against any kind of rebellions. I hate that. Not because Montu is wrong, but because he is right. Okay. Right, we need to decide now whether we're going to restore the flagship or restore the habitat. Misa propose. We restore the flagship for a safe and secure society. Pope is so non-meta, going to get us all killed to the crisis. If I guard the Pope, I let the assassins through to Darth Jar Jar. Oh, God. Your name shall go on the list. Right, we're going to have a quick vote on whether to build, whether to make, So basically, the options are, if we're restoring the flagship, which is going to be the top option, or if we are if we're going to make the Vatican City a city of peace. The Pope needs his super yacht guns. Volunteer for Royal Guard 2 and shiny ships, says Chris Crea. Okay, Chris Crea. So currently the Pope's Royal Guard includes Will the Chimp, Darth Sasquatch, and Kairis Kairia. Apparently Vatican City may indeed be a mobile death blob, and I will name it Vatican City. Fear not, my brethren. Fear not. Alright, with that done though, I am going to the little lizard's room for a quick little wee. I'll be right back. Wee! Yeah, I'm back and I did wee. Okie dokie. Quick, whilst he's gone, how do we get you all the power? He already has all the power. You can choose to veto anything at a moment's notice. And yes. Yes. Oh, Yari Rose has volunteered as well. We now have 4 leaders of the personal guard. Okay, the personal guard for the Pope is called the Amish Paradise Legion. It's the Legion of Paradise Lost. Instead of rebellion, we shall have, as Frederick Barbarossa once had, an anti-pope that can cancel the Pope veto and default to the Pope's vote. Ooh, you want to set up an anti-pope? Okay. Anti-popes, if the Pope vetoes it, I don't think would actually do anything, because this is like people are deciding to set up an anti-pope. If enough people vote for the anti-pope, I guess we'll have one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have Pope Wars version 1.3, I feel. Yeah. Anyway, Vatican City, I'm going to end the poll there on YouTube. It's 77% for a death mobile. Yes, it's a mobile death blob. Vatican City is a mobile death blob, didn't you know? We shall restore the mobile death blob. Huzzah! It's weird that our ships are alive actually now. Build a foundry maybe? No. First I should build a mining district somewhere here. It's a good place for mining districts. If the Catholics give them all over again, the Ming-mobile. That sounds minging, that does. Disgusting. What? So, Pope, you need to explain yourself. The most highest official on Earth has been killed in an alleged high-profile traffic accident. They seem to crash into the Pope-mobile and die. It's unfortunate, but emergency services could not save them. That is, Faustus Vitruvius is dead. Faithful guard, hear my command. A shadow rises. An anti-pope seeks to divide our holy flock. You are the shield of the true throne. Stand firm, stand vigilant, and let no pretender's vote shake the sanctity of our wool. Defend the sea, defend the truth. Let the false pope tremble. There we are. Ice Smithy Boy says, they crashed into me. I didn't crash into them. It says it in black and white. Okay. Also, it's now a cycle of conflict. They also were at level 4. They did just get 500 XP, yes. It is a big loss for all of us. That's a big loss for everybody. I'm going to hire a new person as well, just so we've got a couple of folks. Right, let's get anti-pope. Is a fallen empire going to be a problem? I mean, yes, but also no. I'm sure it'll be fine. Ice Smithy Boy, tell me a bit more about this cycle of conflict and why we've lost so much stability. It is affecting everything. Only 40% stability. Wait, we give the medical worker jobs. Are they happier? Why are they so unhappy? No, they're not unhappy. 72% happiness. Oh no, these are at 22. Oh, what? Oh, the councillor died. They're not on the council. Okay. Fixed it. Yeah, there we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. There was no one from the old UN on the council. No, this isn't the last Stellaris stream ever. No, this is the last stream before Nomads. Oh, not the last stream. The last campaign. It's the last campaign before Nomads. It's not the last one ever. Smithy Boy is telling us all about the cycle of conflict. Let me pontificate on befitting the Pontifex Maxima. My children, we are caught in a cycle of conflict. Each blow answered with another. Each fear feeding back the next. Our stability faltered because our spirits are exhausted. Only by breaking this cycle can we stand firm again. So basically we have to get to the end of it. Let's grab... how many civilians have we got here? None. Oh, good lord. They believe in two different gods and can't decide which god is the right path, says Will the Chimp. Our neighbors have defiled those we send in good faith. There must be conflict. Yeah, it sounds like there must be. Let's take a closer look at the mushrooms. And I'm going to grab some more maulers because we're about to be in conflict. We are about to be in conflictious. We must know more about the mushrooms. The mushrooms have ears and eyes and mouths and are mushroomity. Twitch has voted no with 75%. I added +10 into yes because I think it's funny. So let's just put me down to 96. YouTube has voted yes with, let me just check on this. Oh, look at that. 80%. Which means, for 81%, which means overall, ladies and gentlemen, the eyes have it. The eyes have it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an anti-pope. Nominate yourselves for anti-pope if you're on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, give me put your name in the hat. We'll put a poll up. We'll get an anti-pope going. I also need the anti-pope to give me a description of what they stand for. You know, what their platform is all about. %50 food from jobs for us. Very good. Very, very good. Yes, please. Thank you. Anti-Pope was specified to cancel the Pope veto and default to people's vote. So, I think it was implicit in there, Smithy Boy. Yeah, I don't think you've lost all your power. But there should be some sort of cooldown on it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense if it's always and forever. Let's workshop this, because it wouldn't make sense if it's always and forever. That doesn't make sense at all. Right, what can we put here? Anything. What's the highest ranking official? What have we got? Spiritualist, militarist, spiritualist. Guess you'll do. We refuse to pay. Bring it on like Donkey Kong. Holy crap, they just killed everything. It turns out our bioships couldn't handle this plasma nonsense. But our platform stood firm. And what do we say? Not today. We met some aliens as well. Yeah, I think Smithy Boy, basically, if they use their veto, they can't use it on the next vote. I think that makes sense. That makes sense. So currently, who's being nominated? Dreadnought is being nominated. And for those of you that are wondering what we're playing, I'll just put that up as well. Dreadnought's been nominated. Who else has been nominated? Altest has been nominating themselves. I stand for the people, says Dreadnought. The Pope vetoed something winning by more than 10%. I will default into the people's vote. Anti-Pope should be focused on the future. 3 times tech unity, 2 times all crisis. Eye to the future, eye to the meta, says Malta now. No, I think we'll just make it every other. We'll make it every other. That'll be easier. You know, the anti-Pope gets a veto, and then when they use it, they can't use it on the next veto. I think that makes it easy to remember, easy to go. Currently, there's Dreadnought and Calthus. Anyone else on YouTube want to put their name in the hat? I'm not going to put this vote up on Twitch because it's not for Twitch, so it's not necessary. The Pope has a cooldown of 5 years like Parliament. What the devil are you talking about? Cooldowns? Parliament? What? Yeah, every other allows something of a say. I think so. You can also collaborate. Me, Mal. There we are. There's one final one. All right. Mal. Lagunas. Right. Who is your anti-pope, YouTube? Who is your anti-pope? Vote now. Let us know who your anti-pope is. There can be only one. Renowned leaders just came through. Cool. I'm going to set up espionage in the neighbors, because what the fudge? We need that ship online, and we need it online now. We have such low pop growth overall, though. Oh, good lord. Why, game, hast thou forsaken me? Malta now says only one choice. Dreadnought for anti-pope. The only voice of the people. Vote early. Vote often. Vote Montu for great profit. Now, I am Ming the Merciless. Totally not a lizard man. Don't look at the camera. Don't do that. If you go there, only pain will you find. We did the first tradition in 9 years, and then we haven't gotten to the set. It's taken us 6 years or something to get to the next one. That is diabolical. I need exotic gases. Where can I get exotic gases? Do you have any? No? Would you trade anything? You would? What about some alloys? You would not. Not even one. Oh, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Fair enough. Should I win, I hope to live up to everyone's expectations and help lead us into a new era of prosperity. I'm going to close the poll in another minute or two, but it is on 75% of the vote right now. My children, says I Smithy Boy, the Pope, our stability falters because our spirit is twin. We must consecrate more worlds, expand our sanctuaries, strengthen our faith, and anchor our empire in the holy white of the stars. That's totally what he said. You can trust me on that. Our unity has been fractured after countless vetoes from the Space Pope. Of course unity is low. Marriage. I took my wife to see Mandalorian today. It was what I expected and I enjoyed it. Was it alright, Mandalorian Grogu? Because I was expecting it to be a bit meh, but, you know. Also, YouTube. There's only been a 10% voter turnout right now. Come on. Come on. Come on, vote. You know you want to. Do. You got a bloodline. Right, after this, I'm going to close the vote now. Yeah, Dreadnought, you're sworn in. You're the anti-pope. You get a veto every. You can veto anything the Space Pope does. Once you vetoed, you get a cooldown of the next veto the Space Pope uses. So, there we are. Right. Also, we have the maximum number of worlds consecrated right now, which is 3. Next, tradition. What are you suggesting, ladies and gentlemen? Start spamming me. We could do supremacy, subterfuge, statecraft, prosperity, fortification, expansion, enmity, diplomacy, discovery, domination, commerce, aptitude, adaptability. Well, one god is the god of the human soul, Thatan. The other god is the god of the superstitious belief stuff. So, space, I guess. I'm seeing prosperity. No, I'm seeing fortification. I'm seeing statecraft. I am seeing prosperity. I'm also seeing supremacy. Let's put that up for the vote. There we go, ladies and gentle prawns. A new message from my Smithy boy. Also, Dreadnought has something to say. The Anti-Pope says, I would like to thank you for the opportunity, my friends and allies. May our people reign forever. He doesn't have a lisp. I Smithy boy, the Space Pope says, my children, we are blessed, the stars. Now we must bring order to them. Domination shall be our second tradition. Oh, I missed that. Sorry, it's not even in the poll. Not for oppression, but for righteous stewardship. I've already put the poll up. Sorry. You should have written domination. I didn't read the whole thing. Sorry. Sorry, I Smithy boy. Yeah, no. I saw you put a big speech up, and I was like, I'll read that out after I've done. I thought it was something not to do with the traditions. No, it's my bad. Next time, write what you want, and then give me the speech, I guess, so I can see it, because I'm literally just looking for the one-word answers. I'm going to claim Procyon because it's ours. It should be ours. It could be ours. It will be ours. Corruption, shouts Darth Sasquatch. Is he attempting to veto? Not yet. Not yet, Dreadnought. He just wanted domination to be on there. But I didn't realize he did. I would have put it on the docket. Otherwise, it's not on there. Currently, Fortification is winning on Twitch with 55% and on YouTube with 40%. Smithy Boy has a new address. My children, the storms of conflict circle us. To preserve the holy order, we must fortify our worlds, not out of fear, but out of duty. Strong walls guard our peaceful heart, and only behind such strength can faith endure. There we are. You heard it here first, folks. Shoto Kang Kaf GC, I don't know why you can't vote. You should be able to vote. Anyone can vote. Yeah, that's weird. Let's look at our great galaxy that's kind of weirdly ring adjacent. Eight per starbase doesn't sound terrible. And our equipment office. 39 months till we get the ship. Gimme, gimme ship. Do you need to follow to vote? Maybe. I don't think so. I think anyone can vote, but I actually don't know how Twitch works. Maybe that's what it is. Fortification is one on Twitch and on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to have your worlds fortified like never before. I think I'm going to take Resistance is Frugal first. What's that? I got a warning? What's that warning about? Shut up. I've got a GPU core temp issue? No, I don't. It's only 64 degrees. Why are you lying to me? 64 degrees is an issue. CPU's at 90. That's within tolerance, but still pretty a lot. Wow, okay. Yikes. The SS Divine Destroyer. No, this is the Vatican City. We're building the Vatican City for the Pope. And the anti-Pope will need to have a ship, I suppose. Here we have the anti-Pope's brigade. Okie dokie. Are we all good otherwise? Still haven't repaired gene clinics. Oh. Oh, why? Why? A lot of cycles. Yeah. Yeah. Fortune is probably the best, though. Hypothermia crisis in the computer. Yeah. Dreadnought says, with our new doctrine, we shall form an impenetrable wall so that our future is secure from any threats from beyond the stars. Deus Volt. Wise words from the anti-pope there. And we actually need... So anti-pope is going to be... So actually I'm going to make... Just moving it one along. And there's going to be the anti-pope. Not anti-pope. Anti. Anti-pope dreadnought. There we go. I could fire this 40 months early for 1300 Unity. Eh. Whatever. He does not have 6 legs. Not at all. Haruzukan says, what do you think of the Eternal Vigilance auto defense platform nerf? I get why it was nerfed to a degree, but I feel that defense platforms are a bit of a hard sell otherwise. I think it kind of sucks, but you can still build good defense platforms. They're just much more expensive now. You know, it's not just an easy auto pick, and it was a little overbearing and overpowered. To be fair, to be frank. Oh, we just hit 30 infiltration, giving us low diplomacy or government intel or something. 16 months till the Vatican City is done. Soon, soon. And more maulers. That's what we need. More maulers. Yes, if only our maulers were faster. Stronger. Oh, we have a Grenade data crystal. Beautiful. $800 to launch early. Then I'm going to proclaim a religious revelation. Pope or anti-pope, which one of you want to claim the religious revelation for yourselves? You're both welcome to it. Let's go with inner stability. Montu has the Pope and anti-Pope whispering in his shoulders like angel and devil. Yeah, but they're both kind of on the same but opposite sides. I think this leader could actually be worth it. 8 unity is quite expensive. Very expensive, in fact. But all scientists gain 300 experience. At this point in the game, I think that could be worth it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. We've just brought on Nasus Dementor, an archivist who seeks to gather knowledge from dead civilizations. A great and noble power. Space Gandalf, yeah. Twitch Pope, YouTube anti-Pope. Yeah, that's true as well. Smithy Boy has a new address for everybody. Get ready to... The Pope's got more to pontificate on. My children of the stars, the hour grows late, and even the shepherd must rest his voice. I lay down the mantle of holy sea for this cycle, entrusting the flock to care of the faithful. Know this, my departure is not an end, but a pause in the great divine rhythm. The white endures, the mission continues. Remember, mission possible. And I shall return when the stars call me once more. Go in harmony until I writhe again. Good night, Smithy Boy. We're starting again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Same Montu time, same Montu place. Same Montu plays. $100 artisans on Earth. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's free money. That's free money, that is. We need a temporary pope. Well, let's look who's next in line. Do we have sci-fi? Is sci-fi here? If not, it would be Alionis. Basically, whoever is top ranked for gifted subs is the pope. No, Quantum Reagent's not here. Sci-fi, are you here? Or iFix? I know it's sci-fi, but Alionis, are you here? Texan Warrior, are you here? Mamata, are you here? Necro Unicorn, are you still here? Darth Sasquatch, are you here? Whistling Tipsy Pirate, are you here? Hello, welcome to the Church of Scientological Theory, Mordaith. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have both a pope, a space pope, and an anti-pope. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the Vatican City. You're unshackled from Paradox. I didn't realize. How are you doing? Are you doing all right? Vatican Chippy. Yes, and this now gives us, I believe, the power to subjugate the neighbors. They are a ruthless trade league. They are evil. They are wrong. They aren't paying their taxes. So also, Darth Sasquatch, are you here? You were here a moment ago. No bad blood ending. It was good 3 years. Happy to be free agent again. Fair enough. Fair enough. I won't pry for details in public, Mold8. Don't worry. Dreadnought, which is the Pope, a fine farewell. Interesting, interesting. So basically, from top to bottom is Quantum Reagent here, Sci-Fi, Alionis, Texan Warrior, Mamaster, Necro Unicorn, Darth Sasquatch, or Whistling Tipsy Pirate. If none of those are here, Darth Sasquatch is here. Darth Sasquatch, I'm swearing you in as the Space Pope. Hit me up on Discord if you get a case of the curious. I'm always curious. And, you know, I love to know how people are doing. I just DM'd you more day some stuff. Oh no, said Darth Sasquatch. What's this? What do you mean, oh no? The Darth Sasquatch just sworn in as temporary space pope. Until such a time as another space pope can emerge. And in God's good time, lead us into salvation. What happened to our economy? I didn't do anything, but it's all gone negative. Oh. Oh, it's the naval capacity. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, we're so negative. Oh, God. I need. Okay, I have a plan. I haven't read your comments or replies yet, Mordy, but I have a plan. The economy, the Pope left and the economy left with him. Right. Mita propose. We immediately take emergency tributary from the Plague Barren Commerce League. Pope, Darth Sasquatch, and Dreadnought, Anti-Pope, do you say yay? I'm going to call a triumvirate on this one. If we all agree that we're going to do a tributary, let's do it. Let's make them pay their taxes to the Church of Scientology. Do we have responses? I am waiting for Dreadnought to say a positive response and also Darth Sasquatch. Can we afford a war right now? Harazukan, honestly, I think we can't afford not to go to war right now. No, the reason for this, the reason our economy is flatlined is that we suddenly got Vatican City online, and Vatican City is a massive amount of naval capacity. This one, the Vatican City is eating up 60 energy and 20 alloys every single month right now. Yes, it does have a massive amount of fleet power, but it's still eating. Om nom nom. And yes, it can cloak. For the people we fight. Dreadnought says yay. For our economy, ladies and gentlemen, we must take tribute. %20 ship's weapons range is so good on the Maulers because we need weapons range so bad. Like, it's not a much, but it's something. We're getting more ship fire rate right now, at least. That's something. Time to fuel the Vatican to war! Octavius should probably be next level charismatic. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Oh my god, we're locked in. We're actually trapped. We have to go to war. We are trapped. What are they coming with? 740? Is that all that they could muster? No, don't do it. Don't bloody do it. I'm going to take the scientist off just to keep them safe. And I'm going to send in the monsters. Alright, we've reached positive alloys. We have a trade problem right now, but that will be secured soon. Build a farm planet. You know what? Sure. Let's put that to vote. Oh my god, we've got so many techs here. The sublight speed reduction may seem like a problem, but we have strikecraft. And they do not have the will of God on their side. We shall engage them in a hearty repartee. A battle for the... Oh, wait, statistician. A battle for the ages. We are engaging. Look at this. We're doing damage before they've done anything to us. Oh my god, we eviscerated them. They only lost one? Doesn't make sense. This ship needs an admiral. Sexta Verania. We have the power of God on anime. I mean, kind of. In 3 times Tekken tradition, this is unironically super powerful. Like, nothing should be able to stand against this ship because it's just so strong. Okay, we're going to sell some things now. So, we're going to sell 15 food. That's not true. We're going to sell 25 food. We're going to sell 40 minerals. We're also going to sell 8 consumer goods. We've rebalanced the trade, ladies and gentlemen. And don't worry about this deficit. It will be cured momentarily. Do not fear their feeble attack. We need to straight up conquer them. No. We're taking profit from them, you see. And with the influence, we could just skip one over on them. Go, my pew-pew, go! Vatican City demands blood! We are not conquerators, we are liberators. Yes, we are showing them the divine way and making sure they pay their bloody taxes. Val Colony will take it. It should go really fast with that dude because he's like just really good at it. There is no fleet in existence that we know of that could possibly stand against us. And they're all dead. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome When you're living the dream. Oh, yeah, we need, like, armies or some crap, don't we? Okay. We'll just, like, feed some humans, I guess? Do they have research? They have fusion reactors. Give me your fusion reactor technology, and I will give you peace. The final peace. The peace of the grave. What are we running out of? Food? Right, cool. Let's just cure that food problem. There's capacity subsidies. I think we need the research, honestly. Let's turn capacity subsidies on as well. And build generator district there. And by the way, the answer is yes, we must build a food world. Okay. Beyond them is the Royal Biroli colonies. Yes, I will accept an embassy. Thank you. This really has been the cycle of conflict. Oh god, we're running out of food again. Well, don't sell any. There we are, problem solved. Perfect. Simply the best. Better than all of the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I'd ever have met. Can we vassalize these folks? Not yet. They seem too strong for us to contain. Currently we're turning this lot into a tributary though. I'm probably going to grab a world or two with claim. Just some at the edge of their borders. We've apparently met a Leviathan as well. How fun. Amoeba are fascinating creatures. Oh my goodness me. We just discovered, oh, it's a binary star system. God damn it. God damn it. If only this wasn't a binary. That's Sasquatch. Explain yourself. Why wouldn't you put this on a binary, you son of a bitch? You're the Pope. This could have been +9. That could have been +9 on... Wait, where did it even go? Oh, wait, it went there. Oh, it went there? Okay. I mean, that's not even particularly helpful. Huh? Okay. Okay. We have completed the next level of Grenade Data Crystal. Resistance is frugal. That should give us more unity. We want up to 80 unity with that? Shut up. Do we have that many? Oh yeah, we got quite a few. Nice. Very tasty. I've got to pass capacity subsidies. Why in the several levels of shit can I not build? Where's my energy grid building? What the heck? Oh, it's there. Right. I already have one. Och mein Gott. Das ist Montu. Wie geht's? Orville von Boss. Alrighty. It's in the uplift. You saw it. Yeah. I should have seen that already. I forget. Don't shoot me. Let's do that anomaly. That anomaly. That anomaly. I'm going to take those two, I think. Oh, they wanted to retreat over there. How unfortunate. How embarrassing. Do you or would you ever stream the Star Wars New Dawn mod for Stellaris? I play it every now and again when I'm starved for Star Wars. Yeah, I actually would. I came across that the other day. I think I'd be into that. Ooh. I think... Leave this place in peace. Spires of light. Yes. The spires of light. Ascend! That is an ether drake. Okay. To get through that, there's a drake. And what's this here? That's a bunch of crystals. I think we can take those out with our big ship, to be fair. Like, you know, confidence is high right now. Confidence is definitely high. How many armies here? None. Brilliant. Send forth all legions. Do not stop until the city is claimed. And we will break the wizard as well. Nope, you don't want to send alloys. Fine, what about a bit of food? You like some food? Yeah, you could do a bit of food, couldn't you, friend? You could do a bit of food. Yeah, you... Oh, not that much food. Fine. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Poisoned atmosphere. Detoxification gland studies or some... Yeah, I'll take detoxification gland studies. Yes, please. I am not a moron. I think we can get fusion reactor without ever actually researching fusion reactor right now. What are we up to right now on fusion reactor? We're getting pretty good. Exoskeletons sounds good to me. I need the nav cap as well. Inner peace, we need it, and you are a politician. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, we won. Let's check what we're getting. We are getting 30% of their resources, which is a reasonable amount of food. Oh, look at that. Our economy is now saved thanks to taxation. Should the Xenos be slaves? Right, should the Xenos be slaves? Should the aliens be slaves? That's the poll question that we need now decide upon. And by the way, I put at the top there, no slavery is wrong like MSI. If you're on Twitch, it says no slavery is wrong like MSI. Indentured is letting them pay it off like what happened to us. I feel like that's a bit evil, you know? But we hate them because they vivisected us so much? Sweet mother of God. Really? Okay. Okie dokie. The guy from Saturn shouts, it's not a matter of morality. Where'd the poll go on YouTube? What? Isn't there a poll running? Didn't YouTube get the poll? I put the poll up. What the hell? That's so weird. There we are. Try again. It is a sign the Pope must decide, shouts the guy from Saturn. Well, there we are. There's another minute or two left to vote. And we have left the cycle of conflict and entered the cycle of harmony. Now is the time to rebuild. Now is the time to forge pacts and alliances. Now is the time for a safe and secure society. But for now we can keep moving forwards while the slavery question is debated a little bit. Just a touch. Oakley, that's done another 10% there. Perfect. Have a research station. Yeah, that sounds good. That is the sign right there. Pause, take charge, and rebuild your economy. I mean, the economy's fine. Look. The economy's never been doing better, in fact. I think this is the best economy we might have ever seen, ever, in a game of Stellaris. You know, no one's ever seen a better economy. Ooh! We've got some insight into detoxification. Perfect, perfect. They've opened a branch office on Earth. The Plague Bearer and Commerce League have opened a branch office within the Church of Scientological Theory. Of course they have. What else would they be doing? Let's end the poll there. What have Twitch said? Twitch have said no slavery is wrong like MSI, and YouTube has said no slavery is wrong. It was very close on YouTube, 38 to 36%. Twitch was 50 to 29, so Twitch was, yeah, we won't be paying. Come on. Shoot. Shoot. Uh-oh. 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 It's alright. They're only bombarding Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, the cycle of harmony now includes bombarding of Earth. As soon as you voted to free the slaves, We have received bombardments from the space. I'm going to give them residence because no one said they should be full citizens. So there's that. But the second you gave the Xenos rights, we got bombardment from space. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you did? Is this what you left me for? The Xenos have rights, but do they have wrongs? No, they have lefts. Yes, it's clearly a sign from God that slavery is the only moral path. Good Lord, they're trying to abduct our people. That's bloody not on. We'll have to endure 6 months of bombardment, but imminently we will be back to deal a death blow to these intrepid evils. The bad guys. They guns die. They guns to die. Well, this is going to be our food world anyway. We don't enslave them and they attempt to enslave us. Yeah, I know, right? Use the pew-pew. Do not stop until they are dead. Not today, mother truckers. Not today. Will we triumph over MSI through weapons or through words? We've been going 3.5 hours. I'm going to stop here, actually, and we'll take this poll tomorrow on whether weapons or words are the true choice for us. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to get booted out into tomorrow's stream, I believe, straight away. Yeah, let me just set this to go live. Perfect. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support today. Ming the Merciless will be back tomorrow to continue this, and we will decide if words or weapons are the weapons we'll be using to fight MSI, the great evil of our time. And hopefully, you know, Cycle of Harmony won't involve more bombardment of Earth again. We got 0% devastation. 0.5%. 0.5% is terrible. Stop here, boo. I'm pretty tired. I was working down the dev diary this morning. So I started work today 15 and a half hours ago. So I think, pretty pleased, I'm going to go to sleep and I'll be back again tomorrow. But yeah, you've all been wonderful people. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to get booted in tomorrow's stream. If you're watching on Twitch, you're going to get booted into Simus's stream because you're going to watch some Crusader Kings, I guess. Whoop, whoop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Montu. You've all been wonderful. Until next time, thank you very much for your support, everybody.